Yo, Daddy, what up, man? Oh, man. Yo, you going to Willie's party tonight?
Oh, hell yeah, man. Shit, it's up week this week.
Oh, damn. So let's call up Dizzy. Let's get that nigga over here, too, son.
Yo, Willie.
Talk.
Tell him what we do.
Go to Willie.
Willie be my flow crazy, keep it Lady Gaga. Never looking at my baby, tell him I was Baba. Catch me running through Brooklyn with my niggas know I like to keep a knife on size in the whip. Come with me, Willie be like, take a trip. I don't play around, girl, I know the strip. This my hood, been around since I was 6. No basketball, but I used to smoke the Knicks. My boy kind of, yeah, he really with the shits. My son, yeah, he always keep a bitch. Nice flow, yeah, soon to make me rich. Can't wait till the damn counting breaks. Wanna buy a big old house for my kids. I'ma take my mama out the hood with this. Fucking every only buy expensive shit. Tell nobody I be going through some shit. We gon' party, we gon' bullshit. We gon' party cause we going through the bullshit. We gon' party, we gon' bullshit. We gon' party cause we going through the bullshit. We gon' party, we gon' bullshit. We gon' party cause we going through the bullshit. We gon' party, we gon' bullshit. We gon' party cause we going through the bullshit.
Hey, Smith dude, with the crew. Bad bitches, we coming for you. Excuse me, excuse you. Freaky talk shit, now what it do? Show a few things and keep it true. She ain't in school, but she see the principle. I'm up, got good visuals. Lights in the air, it feels spiritual. Respect, get the check, day one's on deck. And I still got love for those I just met. Bars I wreck, keep the drugs on deck. Peeking into rest, get it on like sex. Grown ass kids, here we make a mess. Say no, say yes. What's it all about? Uptown, downtown, yeah, we all around. Yo, what's this party all about?
We gon' party, we gon' bullshit. We gon' party cause we going through the bullshit. We gon' party, we gon' bullshit. We gon' party cause we going through the bullshit. We gon' party, we gon' bullshit. We gon' party cause we going through the bullshit. We gon' party, we gon' bullshit. We gon' party cause we going through the bullshit. We gon' party, we gon' bullshit. We gon' party cause we going through the bullshit. We gon' party, we gon' bullshit. We gon' party cause we going through the bullshit. We gon' party, we gon' bullshit. We gon' party cause we going through the bullshit. We gon'
need a part two. I go crazy for you, and I go crazy for you, and I don't usually do this. When you're not with me, I lose it. And I go crazy for you, and I go crazy for you, and I don't usually do this. When you're not with me, I lose it. I need a part two. I've been fucking noise, girl, but I wanna make love to you, make love to you, make love to you, make love to you, make love to you. I need a part two. Yeah, I'm supposed to grow on my own, but I wanna share with you. I share with you, I share with you, I share with you, I share with you. Yeah, you know the vibes, girl. Love for me, life, girl. Open your eyes. I used to jump to your window. Your mama need no. For me, you need for. We having kids, no liquor beer talk. I've been outside, that pull up smelling like Indo. Let me inside, your body study your hero. Hit it the hero, get you the hero. I wasn't ready, but now I feel sure. I go crazy for you, and I go crazy for you, and I don't usually do this. When you're not with me, I lose it. And I go crazy for you, and I go crazy for you, and I don't usually do this. When you're not with me, I lose it. I need a part two. I've been fucking noise, girl, but I wanna make love to you, make love to you, make love to you, make love to you, make love to you. I need a part two. Yeah, I'm supposed to grow on my own, but I wanna share with you. I share with you, I share with you, I share with you, I share with you. You know my grass is greener and my sky is pink, and you was riding hard, so you should roll with me. I almost crashed and burned and took a toll on me. I was so cold with you, I was like 0 degrees and all below this hurt. I need you home to me, girl, never let me go. You was my main squeeze, we making lemon juice. So what does life do me? You know I need a sip, but you girl, I've been thirsty. I'm crazy for you, And I go crazy for you, and I don't usually do this. When you're not with me, I lose it. And I go crack when my shorty at. I love you still hard on the tack. I'm on cardiac, cuffing the wish. I had you stressed, you was smoking black, swindling with tear, breaking your back. I had you holding strap, bro. What it is, it ain't no cap. I was dogging that. Talk to your friends, you know I'm that nigga for the crack. Hard as out, flip. Tsunami drip, though I slip. Pull more trail, they gon' shoot they shot. They been I miss, I shoot, I kill, yeah. Crazy, yeah, I kill for you. You can't do no wrong. Let her know that you my baby. Yeah, she gon' jump it when I shoot that for that kickback. No, I need it. Oh yeah, when we laid up there, you keep me out the streets. I'm a street, yeah.
I appreciate it. Run a mix, cut that back.
You know, like I said, I always try to express my appreciation, you know, to everybody. You know, it's a lot of
Fresh perspective, real empowerment, you better be respected. Lady Fresh on the motherfucking check-in. Weezy got her back, she stay protected. Just fresh perspective, real empowerment, you better be respected. This for the demons, this to get you through the night. Not for the haters that you they don't come outside.
Lady Fresh Brown, and that just kind of started from there.
Rock bottle on the track, boy.
Yeah. Lady Fresh, keep it real, and that's a fact. She gon' tell it like it is, that's just that on that. Yeah, that's just that on that. This the fresh perspective with Lady Fresh. Lady Fresh, keep it real, and that's a fact. She gon' tell it like it is, that's just that on that. Yeah, that's just that on that. Tune in every week, rockin' with Lady Fresh.
What's up? It's your boy Rich Verbs, and you are now tuned in to Lady Fresh and the Fresh Perspective. Wouldn't want it no other way.
Hello, everybody. It's been almost 2 weeks since your girl Lady Fresh did a show. Thank you so much for tuning in to another episode of The Fresh Perspective. I missed you guys so much. I know I was supposed to do a show on Sunday, but let me tell y'all, this summer has been rather hectic. So I just kind of got to get in here whenever I can. So I have been thinking about you guys. But you know, we're wrapping up the summer, so hopefully soon things will start to level out a little bit. Hey everybody. Oh, shout out to all the 15 people that tuned in tonight. I know it's a late show. I'm not gonna keep y'all really late. But I did say I was gonna do this show, which was Ask Fresh. And this is just basically where I kind of go through some of the emails, and I have a message line, a text message line that people might, you know, send some questions to me. And so basically what I did was I asked a few people, you know, through Clubhouse and people who know me personally, like, what kind of things do you guys want to hear from Lady Fresh as far as who I am, what my advice may be on some things, you know, what some things I like to do in my family, travel questions, just whatever you're thinking you want to hear from me, you know, just you ask me. So I got quite a few emails and a few text messages and IG messages. And so I just figured today I would answer some of those. So before I get started, I want to give a shout out to my chat. Lotus Flower Bomb, thank you so much. The Dirty Kenzo, salute to you. J Town, thank you so much for tuning in. Big 72 Seed, my boo. Love you, sweetie. Thank you so much for tuning in. Behind the Bar, that was an awesome show earlier today. And I agree. It really would be amazing if we could support more of the episodes that are so positive and so driven. I think you guys were having a conversation today that was just much needed. It was lighthearted, hearing you talk to your mom, that was really, really beautiful. I love that now instead of calling you a square, they're going to call you pure. I love it. And there's nothing wrong with that. Embrace it. It's you have so many things that you never experienced, that so many of our Black men, it's been a shadow kind of over them with multiple baby mamas or going to jail. Like, that's not every Black man's story. So embrace it. We love you. We support you. You're going to always have the naysayers. You're going to always have the negative Nancy's, but the people that support you are, they know who you are. So shout out to you. Great show, great episode. Let's see who else is in here. Harlem Girl, hey Nisi Poo. Thank you for tuning in. I know it's late. I'm surprised you're not asleep. Queen Kel, salute, sis. I still got to get you on the show. We definitely got to do that cooking show. And I wanted to have you and Kenzo on as a couple as well. Pink Sugar, salute, Pink Sugar. You did so good when BDB put you on the spot, calling you and asking you about male best friends, and I think you answered that very well. So salute to you. My Lotus Flower Bomb, ATG TV. Thank you so much. You always tune in from work. I appreciate that so much. I appreciate your support. My Jin, I feel like I haven't seen you in forever. I haven't seen many of you guys in forever. I just kind of been popping in and out the chats whenever I can. Like I said, this summer has been rather hectic. So, I haven't really done very many shows. Not giving it up. Just had to put a few things in perspective. Had kids traveling. They're home now. School just started. Oh my God, y'all. School just started and London's like, I'm over it already. I'm like, it's been a week. Relax. It hasn't even been a week. Tomorrow makes a week. So she's back in school. So that's been kind of crazy getting her situated with that, starting the 3rd grade. I have a 3rd grader. Oh my God. And no more baby. Like, my baby's a big girl and she's super independent, so she doesn't really, she's not like up under me all the time. She just kind of does her own thing unless she wants something. So, what else have I been doing this summer? Work. And so I promised you guys I was going to do a show before I left for Mexico. And guess what? Tomorrow is the day. Tomorrow morning. Okay. I packed my bag already. I just got to get like a few toiletries and a couple of things in there. But for the most part, I'm done, which is good because considering my flight is leaving at 6:00 in the morning, I need to make sure all my stuff is in a bag and ready to go before I sat down in front of this computer. So shout out Andre Obama just came in the room. Salute. So me and my oldest daughter, we are going to Puerto Vallarta, Mexico tomorrow morning. It's actually an annual trip her and I do each year, and it's actually a part of my travel agency. So, Lady Fresh, multiple streams of income. You guys know I like to hustle hard. And so one of those streams of income is I have my own travel agency. So people hit me up when they want to plan those honeymoons or destination weddings, or if they want to plan, family reunion, romantic trip. It doesn't have to be international. I do prefer Passport Club trips because that's where you make the money, and cruises. But I'm willing to help regardless. I love to travel. I love to help people with travel. And more importantly, I like to help y'all find those deals. Okay. That's one thing. You reach out to Lady Fresh, you tell me what you want, what you're looking for. You can even show me a price you pull somewhere else. Can't guarantee you I'm going to necessarily find it for less, but one or two things are going to happen. I'm either going to be able to match it. And if it is more expensive, you're going to have more included. For instance, if you find a trip online for 1,200 for 4 days in Mexico somewhere, for a couple, I may not be able to find that exact 1,200, but what I can tell you is that you booking through a third party, you're probably not getting no travel insurance. If you cancel, you're probably not getting no money back. Like, it's just going to be a whole bunch of bullshit. So typically when I'm able to pull that same itinerary, I'm actually able to offer travel insurance where you either get your money back or you get a credit, equaling the same amount for the trip that you can use whenever you need to use it. And usually it's about the same price, or it may be a little less. And if it is a little bit more, it's totally worth it to have that security. So tomorrow we'll be meeting up with other travel agents from all over the world. And we'll be celebrating basically our companies and each other, and just learning more tips and all the changes and all those different things so that I can better service my people. So when people come to me and they're asking me about COVID restrictions and all those kind of things, I'm able to kind of keep them up to date on what's going on in the travel world. So it's we'll do some trainings in the morning, but guess what? After 12 o'clock, we get to party. We can do whatever we want, whether it's jet skiing, ATV riding, which I think I should do. Should I do both? Go jet skiing. I definitely want to go jet skiing. And I want to ride on the four-wheelers. But I'm thinking I really want to go horseback riding, y'all. I'm scared though, because I don't want the horse to throw me. I don't want the horse to throw me off. So do y'all think that's a good idea? I don't know. We'll see. Let me see what Andre Obama. Y'all leaving Fresh Breezy home. Oh, the little one's in school, so daddy's gonna be home with little one. But me and Breezy got an anniversary coming up in November. So we always try to take a trip to celebrate. So this will be, how long we been married, Breezy? 4 years. 4 years. So we'll be married 4 years, but we've been together like 12. So we actually celebrate both of those anniversaries in the same month. So we will definitely go on a trip, Andre. I like to take my babe with me too, but this trip I get to do something with my oldest daughter. She just turned 20. She's still at home. So I have to actually really do things with her and appreciate her being here while she is, because let me tell you something. I know I feel like my time is limited. I feel like soon she's gonna be like, Mom, I'm moving out. And I'm gonna act all tough right now. Like, that's not happening, but I'm probably gonna be a mess for my baby to leave home. So I got to do things with her now while she still actually enjoys doing them with her mom. So no Fresh Breezy on this trip, but I promise y'all, I'm gonna come up with a dope ass trip to take my husband on. Maybe we'll go to St. John, which is where a lot of his family is from. And so we'll get a chance to see family and still be in the Caribbean and enjoy, some of that nice weather in November. So yeah, definitely gonna take my babe somewhere. Yes, I remember you guys' anniversaries in November as well, because we went to Puerto Rico last year. And so when we were in Puerto Rico, you guys actually were celebrating a few days after. Ours is on the 18th. So we got married November 18th, and our relationship, I guess, anniversary is November 26th. So November is kind of our month. He couldn't live without me, y'all. He had to lock me down. Yeah. Well, I got a long time, Pink Sugar. My youngest is 8. So it's gonna be a while before we have an empty nest. Yeah. So my fan. I need my fan, y'all. I'm sweating. Y'all see I'm starting to glow, you know. Yeah. So spent the last couple days getting ready for our trip. And you guys know me, Lady Fresh, always gotta have a different hairdo. So the last time y'all saw me, what did I have the last time y'all saw me? I had the short haircut, and then I had the blue that I made myself. Shout out again to N1 Hair Store on Amazon. They recognizing your girl hair skills, and they sent me out a unit. I customized that unit, bleached it, cut it, dyed it blue. And when I went outside, y'all, when that light hit that hair, y'all, it was fire. So I did a really good job, and they actually reached out to me, and they're gonna actually send me another unit, a curly unit. I'm super excited about that because I love curly hair. So right now I have my my braids. They are very long. They come down to my tailbone. I like to wear them up, keep them off my neck. Got about 4 different colors in here. Shout out to my girl Burgundy. She came over this weekend and she braided up my hair. I was supposed to get it done today, but I had to work, and then I wanted to get on for you guys. So I moved my appointment to the weekend. And so this is the result. Y'all got to tell me what y'all think. Y'all like my braids? These are knotless braids. It took about 6.5 hours. And I just really wanted some braids going to Mexico. That's one less thing I have to worry about. I don't have to get up and do anything with it. Just throw it up in a bun, and just keep it pushing. So what y'all think? Y'all have to let me know if y'all like the braids or like Lady Fresh rocking the braids. And then I got to give a shout out to my girl Holly, hooking Lady Fresh up with the nails. Y'all know I got to always have some extra. So I don't typically do bright colors, but I'm going to the Caribbean. So I needed something bright and festive and tropical. So I think I'm ready for my trip. Got my toes done and my white, so I'm good to go. I'm all ready. Y'all know I like to travel, so I got to travel looking good. So y'all have to let me know if y'all like my hair. I like it. It took a little time for it to grow on me, because I wanted them a little smaller, but shit, after 6.5 hours, I'm glad I got the size that I got. Salute to Mills Lane. Thanks for stopping by. Solutions. Man, you on the road. You better be safe. Don't be in here on the chat typing and stuff while you on the road. So if anybody here has any questions that they want to ask Lady Fresh, I believe Fresh Breezy, he's probably gonna join the panel in a little bit. I'm gonna drop the link. You can come up and ask if you like. You can drop it in the chat if you like. If you want to be anonymous, you can send it to the freshperspective22@gmail.com. Now, I can't promise you if you send it to the email that I'm going to get to it tonight, but I'm definitely going to do a show like this again. So, you can ask me things you might want advice on. I don't really give advice. So, it's really just going to be what I would suggest. If it were me, you would need to do what you feel is right naturally. You can ask me questions about travel. You can ask me questions about me. I have some questions here that actually are for Fresh, or for Fresh and I as a couple. We like to be able to be as transparent as we can without giving away all of our business. But for whatever reason, the Fresh is people relate to us. People enjoy seeing the banter between Breezy and I. And so, I invite people to, come and ask questions. We definitely have a good partnership. Nothing's perfect, you know what I mean? So we definitely can be real and authentic with our answers. With what we put out there. We're a married couple just like anybody else that deals with things, but I really think we complement each other, and we're able to be stronger for one another in areas that the other person might not be as strong. So we definitely are willing to share that with you guys. I'm gonna drop the link for Mr. Fresh Breezy so he can come up when he wants. So I got quite a few things here. So I'm gonna start off lightweight. Before I do, I want to give a shout out to True Rebel Migs. That was his song that you heard, For You. I think it was the second song that I played. For You, that was True Rebel Migs. You can find him on Instagram. He will be a guest on the show very soon. He is actually from the hometown. So, I'm always liking to rep my artists from back home. But yeah, that's True Rebel Migs. His music is amazing. I will definitely play another song of his tonight before we wrap up. All right. I know this one little piece of hair right here, though, is going to get on my nerve. I need to tuck that, right? Let's see how many times it's going to fall. All right. So this question, let's see. This question looks like it's about family. So this one comes from Dre. I'm just going to say Dre. And it says, how do you balance between work, family, and you time, as well as whatever else it is you may want to do? Now, I didn't really pre-answer these questions, so I'm really going to be shooting off the head, really. But as far as balancing work and family, it's definitely a challenge because I throw my hat into so many different arenas. It's a challenge, but the most important thing for me is to try to not let the family life suffer. My husband and I work together, so we are with each other a lot, but that doesn't mean we spend a lot of quality time together. A lot of it is work. So we have to try to make time to balance and kind of make time for one another. Summertime has been a little hard to do, but going into the fall, we definitely, once we start getting in the fall and school and everything is done, we can kind of get more into, fresh as opposed to everything else that be going on. I also try to make sure that, I incorporate family time, like vacations, movie, whether it's a movie night, a game night, or anything that I can do where it's like we're actually spending physical time, devices aside, physical time with one another, and just, basically just trying to do it that way. The kids are older, a little bit older now, don't have any babies in the house. So, just kind of like working on their schedule and what they want to do. It gets challenging sometimes, but it's definitely something that is high priority. But yeah, FaceTime is a gem because no matter where I am in the world, I can FaceTime the world at any given time. And so that comes into play, just prioritizing and making time for the family. Hey, Breezy.
Hey, what's up? You can hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. So that first question that I got was asking about balancing work life and, family and all of that. So did you, considering you are a part of that?
I didn't hear the question.
You didn't hear the question? So the question asks, how do you balance between work, family, and you time, as well as whatever else you may want to do? And so I just basically, talked about trying to prioritize the family. FaceTime is so important, especially like if traveling, we're able to see one another, see the kids, just prioritizing and doing vacations and things that the other person likes, to do in order to include everyone and spend, a little bit of quality time. And, I was just wondering if you had any insight on that.
No, what you said, I mean, it's hard. It's definitely hard, but especially you're very good at making sure that we get that quality time with, each of the kids together as a family, and me and you. So, it's tough, especially, the work that we do traveling all the time.
Mm-hmm.
But we make it happen.
Yeah, and I mentioned the fact that, a lot of times people are like, y'all work together all the time, so y'all always get to spend time together. But really, that's not
true.
Work. It's work. It's like we're working. So a lot of times it's not like, and then we want to crash out. Like you get home and it's like, we we be tired. We gotta, we got the little one. Hey, handsome, he's so handsome right there. Look at
Hey, my lovely.
you.
It's the closest I'm getting to Mexico, y'all.
Oh,
Fucking t-shirt, a Mexican shot glass.
I brought that
and
back
tequila.
from my last trip. Roast and Toast Salute. Thanks so much for stopping by. I appreciate you guys, the love. I'm feeling it for real. I missed all you guys. I definitely want to get back on a little bit more of a schedule. So let's find another question. Let's do a travel question. So, from AR, what's your favorite vacation destination? Vegas doesn't count. See, that's not fair. Because obviously, like anybody that knows Lady Fresh knows that Vegas is like my favorite place to go.
I would think it's Mexico now.
Well, that's different because I'm going a part of a group. It's an annual trip.
I know, I'm being petty.
Very. Oh my God. That's hard because Vegas really is one of my favorite places. That's my favorite place. I would have to say PR.
Puerto Rico?
Yeah. I love Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico is the food, okay? Because y'all know I like to eat. So Puerto Rico is probably like my second favorite place to go, I guess. If we're talking about like getting on a plane and going somewhere. But Vegas, y'all know I like to gamble. So I like. I would have to say Puerto Rico. What's your favorite place to travel to?
My favorite is probably St. John.
You biased. That's your family.
Biased? I'm biased. That's my
Nah, I like it.
Well, I like Vegas too, though. I don't know. Vegas is up there.
Nah, Vegas don't count though.
Why don't count?
That's what the question said.
But that was for you.
Well, I'm asking you questions that were asked to me.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I'll go with St. John then.
Okay, so safe to say that that's in the running for anniversary trip this year.
Yeah, that's cool. I like that.
You don't sound. Did he sound thrilled to y'all? Yeah. Okay. All right. Here's a advice type question. I saw the party you threw for Fresh Breezy. I would like to throw my husband a 50th birthday party in 2024. Where do I start?
That's a good question.
That's a great question. And so, y'all, if y'all didn't know, I moonlight as a party planner too. So, I'm saying you didn't bring me no shot. But it's all right.
I thought you was drinking something. I got you.
Yeah, I'm good.
No, I got you. You said it. Now I'm gonna bring it.
I haven't been to Vegas. I got to get to. Yes, Lotus.
You gotta get out there.
We about to go to Vegas in October. My homegirl's birthday. So her and her husband invited me and Fresh Breezy. So we're gonna make that trip in October. So anybody that want to go to Vegas, hit me up. That's gonna be a fun trip.
You did tell me who? Huh? We'll
It's
talk
Mika's
about it.
birthday.
Huh?
Mika's birthday.
Right, that's right. Oh yeah.
Okay.
We out there.
So I guess the first place I would start for planning something like a 50th, it decide whether or not it's gonna be a surprise or if the person's involved. Me personally, I opted to not do a surprise party. There was no way I was gonna be able to travel with him cross country from Kansas to Atlanta and him not think it's gonna be something. I wanted to throw him a party that he would remember. So I think for me, I started about 18 months in advance. So you're in a really good space to get started for 2024. I would start by location. Is it going to be in your home city? Is it going to be in, a destination? Like you need to decide where you want to have it and then start focusing on dates. If you're not doing it as a surprise, it's going to be a lot easier to deal with there are still a lot of aspects of the party that can be a surprise. It doesn't have to be just because he knows about it that he knows everything. Keep the details a secret. You know, this is where I need you to be. This is what I need from you. I need you to get his guest list, you know, but the most important thing is deciding whether or not it's going to be a surprise. That's the first thing you want to do. Second thing is going to be location, as far as like city, state, and then date. Once you get those three things, the next thing you'll start working on is the guest list. That is super important. You want to get that out as soon as possible, especially when people have to travel from out of state. It was a lot of people that traveled to Atlanta. So I gave them several months advance notice. I did a save the date for his 50th, just like I did for our wedding. So, you know, there's a lot of aspects that go into it. You can also hire a party planner if you're not a person that's like, I want to do this. You know, it was a lot of work. I didn't hire nobody. You know what I mean? Like I reached out to different vendors, people I knew that I knew how to cook. You know, I looked for my venue and things like that. And, you know, I wanted to do a roast, so I had to find people to roast. So, you know, it's a lot of fine details to it, but location, whether or not it's going to be a surprise or he knows about it, and a date. That's where I would recommend starting for something like that. I'm a hermit. The furthest I've traveled was Virginia, North Carolina, and Georgia. I got it. Yes, come on, girl. I'm telling you, you got the right one. You ready to start spreading your wings and traveling? I told BDB before we need to do a yes, it was lit. It was lit. It was lit. We about to do. I'm thinking Lady Fresh might have to do a birthday party in Kansas City. Maine don't be flying. Maine don't be liking to fly, so he probably ain't gonna come to Kansas City. But I don't know. I might have to celebrate my birthday. Y'all gonna come? Y'all gonna come to Kansas City? Who gonna come? Let me see some hands in the chat.
Like, what's in Kansas City?
Don't sleep on Kansas City, okay?
On KC, baby.
For real. It's a lie here. Yeah, I'm telling you, Lotus. You got the right one. You want to spread your wings and travel? I'm the right friend to have. I can not only save you money on the travel arrangements, I will go with you. Okay, because I like you. I'm ready. I'll be ready to go. My husband be like, I mean, can you sit down? I mean, sit down. I mean, when you gonna take your husband somewhere? I don't know why he even say stuff like that, because I'd be trying to take him somewhere. He the one gave me a baby. We got to be home for the little one. So. What you mean you don't fly? See, come on, Lotus. Lotus, I want you to come to my birthday party in January. You gonna drive all the way from the Carolinas to where we live, Kansas City. If you got the money, yeah, man. Where is Larry? Okay, he ain't been over here yet. I think he came once. He was in chat one time. But yeah, Lotus, we got to get you out your shell, baby. I know you. I know Pink travel. Come on, Pink. You coming to Kansas City for my birthday? Come on. Let's see what other questions we got. So that was a travel question.
Yeah, bring your bobbleheaded ass on down, Pink.
Our own personal bobblehead.
Our personal.
Here's another travel question. Lady Fresh, I love taking cruises, but I'm very hesitant now because of COVID. Do you believe it is now safe to take a cruise? And what is your advice? Okay. So I don't know how many people like travel or even pay attention to that stuff. But so recently cruise lines did lift vaccination requirements to travel on cruise lines. Notably Carnival, which is the most popular cruise line, right? So they just maybe like last week they lifted the restrictions that they had, which was you were required to have a current vaccination card in order to travel via cruise ship. That is no longer the case. You can now travel without it. However, it is very smart to be concerned. There is still it's still a pandemic. It is still very much active COVID cases. we are now hit with monkeypox. And so that's just a whole nother thing that now we need to be cautious of. So what I would say to you as far as preparation, you can always hold out for a little while, but if it's something that you want to do, I would continue to take the precautions that you've been taking, on your day-to-day life. I'm assuming that, you take precautions daily. So I would keep those things. Keep, up with your booster shots if that's what you choose to do. Sanitize, have your hand sanitizer, have your, wipes, have, mask, whatever it is that you need to make you feel comfortable, regardless of the restrictions being lifted, do it. That's all I can tell. Like, I'm going on this trip to Mexico. I still have a bunch of masks. I bought like 3 bottles of hand sanitizer for my daughter and myself. We just want to be safe and cautious. So I definitely recommend continuing whatever protocol you follow. Use me as your travel agent, and I'll be more than happy to look up tips for you, just so that you're armed with all those information. And whatever the particular cruise line that you choose, whatever their recommendations are, I would definitely look into that. So if it's Carnival or Celebrity, go onto their website. They're going to have travel advisories for things like that. So I would definitely follow whatever the cruise line recommends. Follow your own personal recommendation. But for me, I never stopped traveling. I've been traveling this whole pandemic. I just needed to be careful. So I just would probably advise you the same thing. Don't let it make you so fearful that you don't travel. But I definitely understand the concern. But I think that's the best advice I can give you, is just to kind of follow your protocol that you've been following, and make sure you find out what the protocol is on the cruise ships now that the COVID vaccinations have been lifted. Because just because the vaccination requirement has been lifted, it doesn't mean that you can still get on the ship and they not say at dinner, we want you to come into the restaurant with your mask. Like when we go to Mexico, sit down dinner, you still have to go into the restaurant, wash your hands outside the restaurant, hand sanitize, and wear masks inside. You can't remove your mask until you're seated at your table with your party. So there might be advisories like that. So I'm definitely looking into those things. So I hope that answered your question. People ask me this question all the time, and I always have no answer. What's the most adventurous thing you've ever done? I'm not adventurous, so I don't really have an answer for that. Fresh, you got an answer? I would say getting married. Getting married. That's the most adventurous thing I've ever done.
Oh yeah, that's a fact. Lotus had a question. Do you have to get that thing to get on the plane?
Do you have to get that thing to travel on the plane? Get what thing?
That thing. That shot.
No. You never had to have a shot.
I'm guessing that's what she's meaning.
Is that what you mean? Do you need to be vaxxed? No, there's no requirement to be to fly. Now I will say that every country is not the same. So I'm going to Mexico tomorrow. When you check in on your flights, like we're flying United, so it makes you go through a list of questions. So once you upload your passport information, it's going to ask you to complete like the travel ready stuff. And so it'll tell you that this country does not require, current vaccine. Like it tells you. So that's going to be how it is anytime you fly to any place outside of the US. You have to go through travel ready precautions. So it'll tell you, okay. And so if it tells you like you have to upload documentation for that country. So say like you're going to Australia, and Australia requires you to have either a negative PCR test, within 72 hours or be vaccinated. It'll tell you that. and then you upload those documents, within a reasonable amount of time before your flight. So it will definitely tell you. And then you want to have a travel agent when you're in a situation like that. And that's where I come in. So hopefully that answered your question. But long story short, you do not need to be in order to travel domestically. Yes, that's what she was asking. Okay. So hopefully that answered your question. Breezy, what's the most adventurous thing I hate this question. I do.
The most adventurous thing I've done?
You've ever done.
I've ever done. Let me think.
I hate this question because I don't.
As far as like legal? No, I'm just playing.
See, this is why I'm just gonna say getting married. That was adventurous.
Damn.
See, you don't even know.
Back on that. No, I would never visit Russia, Maine. No.
I have a question for you. That's actually a question for you.
For me?
Would you ever visit Russia? I would. Why not? There's nowhere I wouldn't. I would go anywhere.
Russia.
Cuba, Russia.
I'll go, but I won't take no vape cartridges. That's for sure.
Please don't, because you get 9 years, kid. 9 whole years. Let me say, I would go. Sure. I get a free vacation every year. I can go anywhere in the world. Let's see. Lotus said, okay, thanks. I just wanted to know because I do want to travel and my oldest daughter wants to go to India. Oh, yes, honey. No, girl. India is where it's at. It's a lot of people who take trips to India. Just let me know when you're ready. I will send you some literature so that you can see some of the destinations. India is absolutely beautiful. I've never been, but there are some destinations there that a lot of people like to frequent. So I think that'll be nice. I'm gonna work on getting our passports by next year. Let me know when you're ready. I can help you with that too. See, I'm full service. I'm a well-rounded travel professional. So first, there's a question for you, and let me tell you something. I'm just gonna say this. You have to live with me. What is something we don't know about Lady Fresh? They're asking about Lady Fresh, not Tia. I love you, honey. No, I would not go to the Ukraine in its current state. No, not right now.
I got something. When this still trips me out to this day, but when we first got together and started, getting serious. When she sleeps, she's laying on her stomach.
Oh God, no! Oh my God, I am disconnecting you. Really? This is what we're doing, though. This is what we're doing. This is what we're doing. Okay.
Can't deny the people.
All right, Maine Jr.
If she's sleeping, she's laying on her stomach. She puts her legs up and cracks her toes. I've never seen no shit like that before. And it's loud, like crack, crack. I'm like, what the hell? And she's asleep, but she'll still lift her legs up and crack her toes when asleep, awake or asleep.
Why you had to tell people that?
Yeah, that's some weird. I
be sleep too. You be like, yo, and you be like, your legs be up for a while too.
Feel good, yeah. Legs be up for 2-3 minutes, sleep, cracking toes. I'm like, what the.
I don't crack my toes.
You know what that remind me of a little bit?
Oh, let's clarify something. I don't crack my toes. I crack my ankles.
Your ankles, yeah, it's your ankles.
I be twisting them.
Same damn thing, yeah. Crack, 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 crack.
No, because I know people that can crack their toes, and that I don't understand.
Yeah, some people can. It reminds me of that Martin when Tommy and Pam got together, and she got a stretch before bed. She was crack, crack,
oh yeah,
crack. Yeah, when you first did that, I was like, "What the fuck?" I was like,
No, I thought you were gonna say that. I would raise my legs up slow, and they would just be up. You know how you were saying,
Yeah,
and then I'll just start putting them down.
Like 10 minutes, 8 minutes, legs just on her stomach, legs just lifted in the air. I'm like, what the?
I be ready.
You stupid.
Ow. I mean, it's an invitation.
You looking like you half possessed.
You ain't had to tell that, but that was
Just
a mild.
laying in the damn bed and your legs are off. I'm like, what the fit up?
I know when you told me that I do that, like in my mind, like I know that I crack my ankles. But
Hold on, let me give them some bonus coverage. I'll give y'all another one.
Jay Savage, what the hell? What is this picture? Is this
What
really?
up, Jay? Oh yeah, that's some crazy.
Oh, 2/3 of my drunk uncles in the building.
So check this one out. She's weird. Like you. I'm giving them a bonus.
No, nobody asked for a damn bonus.
Well, I'm giving people a bonus. You know how you shake someone's hand?
Okay, I'm sorry. That was me. Go ahead. My hands up. Go ahead. I unmute. No, I unmuted you. Don't come in here. I messed up. Now he gonna come in here. There's no space on the bench for you. What are you doing? Oh, he went to get really? All right, y'all. He went and got the steak out the freezer. That's for my eye. Oh, you gonna black my eye before I go to Mexico? You said, do we look? Mills Lane said, do they know we hear them? Yes. This is what happens when you do a show with your husband. Y'all wanted the freshes? Y'all got the freshes.
Yeah, so the bonus is, you know how you shake someone's hand and like kind of squeeze it and crunch it to try to hurt them? She enjoys that.
Okay.
Never seen that before in my life either.
Okay, let's get some clarity on
another bonus.
Wait a minute. I got to give clarity on that as far as the hand thing.
Go ahead.
There are some people who do enjoy certain types of pain. There's people that's into that kind of thing. I'm not into like the craziness, but my dad was a prankster. Like he just liked to do stuff, right? And so I don't know. I just would tell him, squeeze my hand, and he was squeezing. I'd be like, squeeze it tighter, and he would squeeze it, like to the point where it's like cracking, crushing, and I would like scream, but then I'd be like, do it again. And you know, with my dad being gone, I don't have anybody to do that anymore. I tried to get Breezy to do it, but it was weird. Like he couldn't do it like my dad did it. So that's just one of those things that now, you know, it's just a memory. But yeah, I do like that pain to have my hand squeezed. It's just, I don't know. It's weird. But okay, that's enough bonuses. You give another one later.
All right.
I got to think of something for you. Because see, I don't even be thinking like that about you.
If I wasn't me, I could do one.
All right. So that was a question that was specifically asked about for you. We did that one. What hairstyle or hair color are you most comfortable with? Me? Fresh, you can answer that.
What you mean? For you? For yourself?
Mm-hmm. I do it all. I'm comfortable trying any hair color.
Yeah, that's what I'm like, huh?
Red is my favorite. Y'all know I love rocking red. Red is my favorite color. But I mean, y'all should believe that I'm comfortable rocking just about any color, anything, because I ask my viewers, tell me what y'all want me to rock next. You know, which y'all need to tell me what color y'all want to see next. But black. Yeah, as far as black, that's what I do in between my colors. Like black, that ain't nothing but black. I mean, black is my go-to. It's one of my favorite color hairs. Because black, I don't know, it's just something very regal about it. It's just beautiful. Jet black hair, I really like, in red. So if I had to pick, red and jet black. But as y'all can see, Lady Fresh will rock blonde, purple, blue, you name it, I'll rock it. So I know coming up soon.
Yeah.
I'm working on it, babe. I've been talking to a few people who said that it's possible.
Camouflage joint, some lady camouflage joint pants.
Oh Lord, I'm working on it. It might be like a camouflage strip, but not a whole hair.
Nah, the whole thing need to be camouflage.
Okay, well, that's gonna cost a lot of money, so I hope you're ready.
Do your eyebrows camouflage too.
Now you play too much. This is hurting my ears. So I'm gonna take my big boys off. Okay, yeah. So red, black, and blonde. Those are probably my favorite. I think dark skin and blonde is really pretty. What's your favorite color on me, Fresh?
Black.
You like me to be plain, okay?
I ain't plain.
You said it's not plain.
No, black goes with everything. It's just,
Black hair goes with everything.
Don't with any type of style and. Yeah.
Teresa L asks, "What are some good side hustles, ways to make extra money? You're always grinding." Ugh. Okay. This is a hard question because I'm not really a professional when it comes to telling people what good side hustles are. But just from being on Clubhouse and being in certain circles, I hear people talk a lot about a few different options. You can always do ride share. That's something that you can do that is, in addition to your everyday work. You can do it in the middle of the night. You can do it, whenever you're not working a regular job. Delivery services, so like Uber Eats, Lyft, Instacart, DoorDash. Those are ways to make extra income. There are contracts you can bid on to be carriers for. So as long as you have a reliable vehicle and a driver's license, you can actually bid on contracts to be a carrier for different companies. I'm actually, now that somebody actually asked me this question, maybe I'll do a show where I can actually provide you with different companies that you can sign up with to do some of these things. I was advised to write my own ebook or create an online course. That's a way to make extra money. If you have a skill, something that you're very knowledgeable about, and I mean you're very proficient about it, you can actually leverage your skills to make money. So there's different websites that you can go on and actually create a course online that people can study, and they would get certified or some type of certification in it. It's not like an official, but it's a completion, so that they can actually understand and learn whatever skill that is that you are teaching. So for instance, I have a big background in hair restoration. Not to toot my own horn, but I'm probably one of the most respected people in that industry, by doctors, peers, patients, everything. So I know I can write an ebook or online course about hair restoration, how to be a technician, how to be a well-rounded technician from A to Z, how to set up an office, how to bring in patients, how to, post-op, pre-op, all those different things. I know I could write a course about that. Somebody would go online, they would download that course, they would complete it, they would get a completion certificate for it, and I would receive funds because they need to buy my course or they need to buy my ebook. So whatever skill you have, you can leverage that and create online courses or ebooks. You can also do YouTube tutorials. Doesn't make you a lot of money right away, but again, if it's a skill that you have, if you utilize it online to teach people through YouTube, you can build a following. And every time you post a video, that is a way to build your following and eventually get monetized. And you can start factoring in things like ebooks and online courses, things like that. I do a lot of network marketing. Real quick, I do a lot of network marketing. So 2 of my other businesses are network marketing. So I recruit people, and I also, provide them with a service. So network marketing is another way to make money on the side, in addition to whatever you do every day. So hopefully that helped. I feel like I can't really do this justice because I haven't really looked into what the lucrative ways are. But just like I said, being in some circles, you know, these are some of the things that I've heard make good money on the side. Oh, and selling things on eBay, Etsy. I heard somebody say the other day that they went to like a thrift shop and they bought a wheelchair that was at a thrift shop. He cleaned it up, replaced a couple of pieces on it, and sold it on eBay for like 5 times more than he paid. I think he paid like $100 for it, and I think he said he got like $1,400 for it. So, you know, some of this stuff you might have to put a little bit of legwork into it, but if you're willing to do the work, it can be kind of lucrative to sell things on eBay, Etsy, Amazon, you know. So those are some options as far as, you know, yeah. I'm gonna do some research so I can give y'all a better answer. What you was gonna say, Fresh?
I was gonna say that Lotus said something in the chat as far as with the ride share you was talking about. They do provide. You can rent cars.
Yep, you can actually rent car. I know Hertz
Right.
is a really big partner with I want to say Lyft. Yes.
I mean, as long as you have a license, if you don't have a car,
Yep. If you don't have a car, yes. So they do give you, I know because my niece actually asked me about this. They do, so they'll give you like an allowance. Uber or Lyft or whatever will give you an allowance for a certain amount of money that'll be applied to your rental, and then you would pay the balance. But there's ways, that you can definitely rent a car and do ride share. And like I said, ride share is 24/7. Like, you know, you can 3:00 in the morning, I need an Uber to the airport. You know what I mean? Like you can do that whenever you want. It can work for you when you're, you know, when you're off, days you have off. You're not working on a Sunday, you want to do ride share, you know, you want to do Instacart. I love Instacart. Instacart get a lot of money from me because I don't like going to the grocery store. So somebody sitting on there chatting with me as they put all my groceries in the basket. And they say, Miss Brown, I'm sorry, they out of this type of lettuce. Would you like this? And I'm like, oh, yes, Teresa, please. Oh, no, don't get that. Oh, I forgot to put the cereal in there, girl. Can you please get it for me? And then they bring it to my house. So, yes, I like Instacart. That's a good company. That was a good question.
It was. Good question.
Let's see. This one, okay, so this one, I actually did read this one earlier. And you may have to help me with. I would like you to help me with this one because I feel like, to get a male and female's perspective on this will be beneficial. So, I just got married last August. Congratulations. We've been together 6 years. My new husband has no children. I have a child from a previous marriage. We discussed not having more children. Now, after 6 years together and 1 year married, he has decided he wants a child. My daughter is 9, and he knows that pregnancy is hard on my body. I would like to give him a child, but I just don't want another one. How do I tell him I don't want another baby this late in the game? So okay. This is a hard one because when it comes to having children, especially for men, that is a legacy thing, right? And people change. Like you have the right to change.
How we think alike.
Yeah, you have a right to change your mind. You have a right to be like, oh, you know, now I really want, like, you have the right to feel that way. She did mention that they discussed not having children. So I'm just kind of curious, like during that discussion, was it's off the table completely, or did y'all just feel like at that point y'all were on the same, you know, at that honeymoon phase early in the relationship Now you don't want kids? Oh no, I don't want no kids either. Like, one of those kind of conversations. Like, did this conversation really happen? Or was it kind of glossed over? Because here we are 6 years later, and he wants a baby. Y'all just got married, and now you're like, no. It's taking me a bit to unpack that, because I don't want to just say, girl, just give him the baby. Because I know what it's like to have a difficult pregnancy. That is like, in my mind, the thought of having another child is, as much as I love babies. I hate that London's so big now. I don't have a little one no more that just, I can cuddle up with. Babies are a lot of work, and it was very hard on my body. So I understand that aspect.
Right.
But the communication has to be there. Like, they're married now. So what are your thoughts on this?
My thoughts is he felt that way then. And he got married to this woman. They've been together or whatever for whatever amount of years. Now they're married. They went to another level of it, and he's probably looking like, marriage usually come with kids. He's probably looking like, I would, this is my wife. I love her. I would love to make a life with her. You know what I mean? And I don't know. In the back of my mind, she had to know that could change.
Right. That was my thing. It's
like
it's kind of vague in
right.
the description here, because it's just like, we discussed not having more children.
Now my question is, how
years,
did she feel about it? She didn't really want any more kids, or that must be the case.
Well, she mentioned that the pregnancy is hard on her.
Right.
Her child is already 9, so he's been in the child's life.
That's what I'm thinking. Right. He already accepted the child, which I'm sure he really loves the child as his own. But now you like, damn, this is my wife. I want to create a life with her. And like I said, in the back of her mind, she had to know that this might change. I can only see maybe if you can't have kids, maybe, but me personally, I would think it would always be a chance that would change if both of us.
I agree.
Already,
because when we first got together, I was like, I'm fine.
Right.
No more kids. And you said, so you really don't see us like not having it seems strange to you, like not if we gonna be together long term. Because I'm like, you got kids, you have kids from a previous. So I'm like, he ain't gonna want no more kids. Tay was older, she was like, how old was she when you came into her life? 8? She was 8. So I'm like, oh, he ain't gonna want no more kids. They damn near adults. I'm good with my one.
Jay Savage, go away. What? You my bro, but goddamn. But yeah, I just don't. I can't believe that she didn't think that he might change his mind on that.
It's definitely more to this. This is a very vague, because, like I said, she made mention of the fact that pregnancy is difficult for her body.
Right.
I can sympathize with that.
Of course.
You know what we went through, and the decision to have London after everything we went through with Brooke was hard, but I was on board with having another child, so it was a decision that we made.
The difference is we were on the same page. They're not on the same page,
but they were at some point. It appears is what I'm saying. So I'm trying to figure out
with him saying that. He probably a good dude. He love her daughter, and he just he probably like, yo, I just want to marry. Like, we ain't gotta have no more kids. But over the years, he's probably like, damn, no, this is my wife.
That's why I said you have the right to change your mind.
I want to create a life with her. You know what I mean? Which is, I feel for him, and I understand her too. But she had.
I'm gonna say this. This is my advice or my suggestion. First, you got to pray on it. You got to talk to God about that, because children are a blessing.
Right.
And you don't want to miss your blessing, whatever direction you choose to go. Being a parent is a huge responsibility. I'm sure she's aware of that because she has the 9-year-old. They're huge responsibility. And in this day and age, with the way the generations are going, like, they need both loving parents that want this.
Exactly.
And you want to enter this willingly. Like
Right. You don't want
you don't
nobody
want
to
it
feel
to be
pressured. Right.
forced.
Exactly.
Exactly, Lotus. Communication is the key. That was what I was gonna say next was, communication is so necessary. You guys are gonna have to talk about it. If it's necessary to bring in, a spiritual advisor, as far as like a pastor or a counselor, do that, because your new husband has these feelings and he's asking you to make this happen. And like I said, with men and children, it's a legacy thing. They want to be able to leave behind someone to carry their last name on for generations, even if it's just one child. So I my heart goes out because I understand about a difficult pregnancy. And we said one day when we get into our story, we'll talk about Brooke and what that experience was like, with her, and then deciding to have London after we lost Brooke. So I understand, I totally understand. But if you love your husband and he loves you, communication, prayer, and I don't like to say compromise when it comes to children, because I wonder, how do you compromise with that?
Well, Jay Savage is saying adopt, which that's an option too. That's an option too.
That's an option if having another child in the home is
right.
If that's not the
but,
issue.
Right. I'm thinking more or less he wants his own child, especially if he doesn't have any kids.
Yeah, I mean, if we're talking fertility issues,
right.
or we're talking,
well,
there's surrogacy, there's
a
lot of options out there. That's why I said this is vague. Yeah. This is very vague. So
they need to sit down and talk. He need to let her know how he feels.
Yes, and she needs to ask him, if she doesn't already know, like, what brought on this change 6 years later. You know what I mean? Like, was this something he's been thinking about? Was he thinking about this before they got married? Like
6 years? I don't really know. 6 years? Yeah, I probably was the same person, kind of. But they're probably much younger than me. And when when you're young, like 6 years, this is a big difference. Like,
9-year-old child from a previous marriage.
31.
So they're not super. I don't think
they're right. I wasn't the same person at 35 when I was 40. You're not the same person.
Jay Savage, you a mess.
Well, people change, but they definitely need to sit down and talk and figure it out.
Yeah. I'll say this: I definitely believe that you guys can come to some type
of course, yeah, definitely.
Figure out what you guys want, because you just got married. You were together for several years before you got married. So obviously there's love there. There's a reason that you're together. So I don't want to see this be the reason that the marriage goes sour, because bringing a child into a relationship that you don't want, that's going to be bad.
Crazy.
And then denying him a child when he wants one can cause some of this bullshit Jay Savage is talking about.
Right.
So, communication.
He's changed. I mean, he said, okay, I had the girlfriend. We got engaged. We got married. We got the house. We got the cars. What's left? That's probably what he thinks.
I'm going to email her back and see if we can get some more.
I want a baby. So.
Yeah, I mean, and things change.
And that's natural. That's a natural.
I ain't want no babies. I was like, I'm good. No, at first I was good.
He wasn't acting like it. He was acting like Pink Sugar, goddamn it.
No, goddamn it. No, goddamn it.
He was acting like Pink Sugar, the leg lock.
For me, Brooke was a surprise. That wasn't a planned baby.
No.
When we lost her, I had already become a mother again. I had already went through the physical change, the emotional evolving. I had already planned on having this additional life that I was expecting us to raise together and have, it was this family, the Fresh's family. So after, it was like, okay, I want another baby because there's a void. There was definitely a void. And it wasn't a void between you and I. but I felt like it was a void because the baby that, you know, we had come to love was no longer there. So naturally, I was like, okay, like a year later, I was like, can I have another baby?
Well, that was the thing. That was the thing that it was like, because I was concerned about, you know, when we lost Brooke with you, but you didn't rush things. We took our time and we planned London. You know,
I ain't gonna say we planned her.
Yeah, we planned.
It was definitely I definitely wanted another baby.
It was going, yeah. That was already discussed.
And I did ask.
She definitely was a plan.
So the conversation was there. Like I did ask, like, is this something that, because you know, when it's a oops,
right?
It's one thing, but knowing everything that we went through and the cards were on the table for us at this point, we knew what we were gonna have to deal with to have London.
Right.
So it was like, okay, are we prepared to deal with that? And when I found out I was pregnant with her, I was horrified because I couldn't live through what we went through before. But I will say this, our doctors were A1. I couldn't have never had another child not being at that hospital, not having that team that we had. I had a doctor come clear across the hospital. Real quick story. My first visit after finding out I was pregnant with London, my very first visit, my doctor, you know, was like, I'm so happy to see you. We're going to get through this because we know what we're dealing with. We know what steps we need to put into place so that you have a healthy baby, full term, no issues. Right?
Yeah, and that's what
another one of the doctors
appreciated that because I was trying to tell you that. This is a whole different pregnancy. We good.
Right. But
when
still,
he said,
I knew I was going to.
You know, I still got his number in my phone. How long?
No, he just retired. He just retired too. Harlem Girl just told me he
number in my phone, his personal number.
But you naturally are afraid. I knew that we had to, you know, there was a chance of bed rest. I knew there was a chance of still losing another child. I knew that there was a chance it might not work. Like I knew that, and so naturally I'm just flooded. But when I went there, he made me feel comfortable. And then the doctor that delivered Brooke, came from the other side of the hospital just to come reassure me that this was a different pregnancy. We had a game plan and that everything was going to be okay. And I knew from that moment that we were going to be good. We were going to be good. And we delivered London at 37 weeks. Happy, healthy baby that has grown into an 8-year-old that drives us absolutely insane.
Terrorized.
She's a pure terror, but I couldn't picture my life without her. Okay, Jay Savage, I'm not messing with you. He was okay to not have new kids. Get married, then change his mind. Yeah, well, that's one way of looking at it. But I'll be very interested to know, like, you know, what steps they take, you know, in order to get to the bottom of it. You know, like Lotus said, communication. Yeah. Communication. This was like something that really should have been truly discussed, you know, especially before you get married. Like once you get married, it's just like so much more on the line.
Right. But they just got to realize that they need to be each other priorities, you know. Like if it's a threat to her life, and there's just a lot of things involved with it. They just need to sit down and talk, and you know, find a common ground.
Yeah, I was just curious, like if maybe he was like, I don't want no kids,
right?
Know, it was early, you know, like yeah, I'm about to get this little shorty right here. You know, I don't want no kids. I'm good.
Well, maybe he just didn't want kids because I know a lot of my friends, and look how long.
And that's what I'm thinking. Maybe they were younger then, but now that he's older, more established, he got a wife. He got
our best man. Remember, he was married.
Yeah.
He wound up. They was married for about 3 or 4 years, and he wound up asking his wife for a kid, and she didn't want any kids. So they didn't discuss that, and you know, make it real quick. He's divorced from her. You know, he didn't want kids before.
I'm hoping that doesn't happen here. So yes, I will be following up, and you know, I sent
People
out some.
change their mind. That's my point. Like,
I sent out messages to let people know that I would be answering these. And so I definitely hope that I can get some follow up about this because I really, I it sounds like they love each other. They managed to get through these 6 years and decided to get married. So there's love there. So let's hope that the communication can be there and they can work out.
yeah, they'll be
whatever
fun. I
differences
think they'll work it out. I think they'll definitely work it out.
Lady Fresh, what are some of your goals for the show? Where do you come up with ideas and guests? Well, as far as the show, I just want to use my voice to, enlighten people on things that I learn, things that I come across, things that can be beneficial to other people. There are so many things that I've been privy to that I feel like a lot of people may not have been. So I like to share. I'm an oversharer sometimes. So I like to share things that I learn. And I actually like to learn. So the whole concept of the show is to bring people to teach us things. So not me, not just y'all, all of us. Because I just look at us as a community, and I feel like they touched on it. Sha 120, made a good point earlier today on Main Show. Like talking about us as a people. Like, has there ever been a time where there's just been love, it's just been peace, where people just get along and it's not drama and all of that kind of stuff? And we have a lot of crab in the bucket mentality in our community. And so I don't want that to be the case. Like, I want us to be able to learn together, share with one another. It don't help for me to make a bunch of money and then the people around me are broke. Or I have people around me that's grinding and hustling and they're not telling me how I can do the same thing. Like, I want to be around people and show people that you can be around people that want to elevate. So that's what I want to use the platform for. Have fun. I want to I want to give some insight with me and my husband, because I think he's we complement each other, I feel. So doing these segments with Fresh, I love doing these because I feel like you get to see a little bit more of us as a couple and can kind of see that side of Lady Fresh, as well as some of the fun side and the business side and the me talking about hair and travel. Like, I just want to kind of talk about a bunch of different things. As far as finding people for the show and ideas, like I told y'all before, I spend a lot of time, not a lot of time, but I listen to Clubhouse. There's a lot of positive rooms on there, and I come across a lot of professionals, a lot of artists, people with music, and I just introduce myself. I tell them I heard them, something that they said resonated with me. I do my research on them. I check them out on IG or Facebook or whatever. And then I decide whether or not I want to reach out to them, and then I'll book them for the show. That's
I'm looking at what Mills Lane said, and I understand what he's saying, but people change their minds, bro. You know that.
6 years is a long time.
That's a long time. He's not the same person that he was.
Especially for men. If he was, say for instance, if he was 25 when they got
his girl, him and his girl getting along good. He loved her daughter. Next thing they engaged.
If he was 21 or 25 when they got together.
Y'all get married, y'all get your house, y'all got your cars. She popping, you popping. What you think is next? Come on, I mean, she had to know it. I mean, I understand what you're saying, but like some things, man,
I'm not gonna say she had to know it, but it was his responsibility to communicate that.
Right, that's true, but
100%.
He might have started just feeling that way.
I know, but what I'm saying is that is a big change.
Yeah. Which I mean, on both sides, they need to talk.
Right. What I'm saying is that she specifically said that they had the conversation about not having kids. So my thing is,
really?
Yes, they said they didn't want any kids.
But he wanted that. He wanted that.
I understand. Listen to what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, She stated that they had the conversation that they didn't want kids, right? So all I'm saying is that he's the one that's making the change. So it was his responsibility to say, babe, you know, I'm kind of feeling like I might want a kid. What do you think about that? Now, we don't know whether or not he said that at some point because, like I said, the comment was vague. But if their conversation in the beginning of their relationship was that they didn't want kids, then at some point within these 6 years, his mind started to change. There should have been more conversation on both ends. Like, okay, are we still on, especially right before you get married, because you do the premarital thing, right?
He might not have felt that way then, though. He might not have felt that way.
But my point is,
his goal was to get that woman right then. That was his goal.
Right, but now he's dealing with the consequences.
To make her his wife. That was his goal. He wasn't okay. I don't want no baby. Then now he got the wife.
But if he didn't truly feel that way, or if his mind,
hey, we all say stuff that we.
If he didn't feel that way, yeah, but we're talking about kids though, and now here they are a year later married.
To him because he probably really felt that way. That's what I'm saying.
But what I'm telling you is that has to. You still have to have a conversation.
Of course.
Now, what is going to end up happening is if she does not comply, who's going to look like the bad person? She is. Because why you ain't get that man a baby? You know he won legacy. Every man won legacy. If what she stated in here is they had a conversation back then, and now all of a sudden, because that's what she's saying, here we are 6 years later, and he decides he wants a child. The conversation has to be had. Like I'm just saying, they need to talk about it.
And that's
his responsibility.
In my personal opinion, if it's not a health threat to her, she should try. But if she says she doesn't want to, I'm good with that too, because like you said, I didn't know they had that conversation already.
Right. There was a conversation. People do change their mind.
That's not something that I would go into a marriage thinking, okay, she said she don't want no more kids. In the back of my mind, I'm like, that might change. That's just me.
Okay, but it's your responsibility to pull that from the back of your mind and say, especially when you ask a woman to marry and you want kids, that's a conversation you need to have.
But the kids, then that's what I'm saying.
This is a year ago they got married. They've been together for 6 years.
I guess
at some point it's his, and he did it. So obviously he stated to her, "Okay, I want a baby now." Okay, now they have to talk and figure out.
That makes even more sense.
What brought this on all of a sudden?
Because
what is
everything. We got the picket fence, we got the door, we got all that shit.
Well, personally, I believe that this conversation should have been had multiple times throughout the relationship.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Multiple times, because you can change your mind. Yeah. Multiple times, especially before they got married. There should have been another conversation like, look, babe, pregnancy is difficult on me. I really don't want to have another baby. Like, my baby's 9.
So was that where she was at? She didn't want any more kids?
She said, my daughter is 9, and he knows that pregnancy is hard on my body. How do I tell him I just don't want another baby?
So don't want any more. Okay. So that's what it is.
So it sounds like it can be a combination of things.
But my thing is too, like, is it just because it's hard on your body or you don't want any more kids?
We don't know that. That's my point. That's why I said they have to talk.
Specific.
They gotta talk. Like, there's a lot of there's a lot of little things in here. It's like
you just don't want kids, or you just scared because it's hard on your body.
When pregnancy is hard on your body,
right?
That makes you be like, nah. For me, had Brooke been delivered after all of that shit I went through with her, has she been delivered and been healthy and been all good after that, I wouldn't have want no more kids, because I wouldn't have want my body to go through that. But because I had already developed that desire to be a mother again because I lost that child, I was willing to put my body through it again. She may not feel that way because here it is 9 years later. She's she's 10 years older. She remembers what she went through before. And when she got with this dude, he ain't want no kids. So now she's like, but she wants to have the conversation. He wants the baby. So they just need to have that conversation. I think it just needs to be had. And it should have been That's an ongoing thing. Personally, I think they should have been talking about that through the 6 years.
Yeah. Yep.
Like you don't just be like, oh, we don't want no kids. Yeah, party up. 6 years later, and then I want a baby.
But that's what I'm saying. Is there's so many things involved with it because we don't know if he just starts saying that. We don't know that. When he started saying he wanted a baby, did she say that?
We can only go on what the paper.
That's what I'm saying.
So according to this paper, he should have been opening his mouth throughout these 6 years, and so should she, about these kids. Because no, seriously, because like I said, if they were 21, if he was 21, you know what I mean? He may not be thinking about no damn babies. But here he is now, and like, okay, I got my woman, I'm financially stable.
He could have been 31. Some people, I have friends.
Yeah, I'm just saying younger.
That never had kids. Yeah. But
no, I'm just saying younger. No matter what the age, I'm just saying younger. He was younger, and decided, he ain't want. But people be lying to kick it sometimes. He might have been like, I don't want. I'm good. She already got one. We don't need this. We good. Trying to get the draws, right? He got the draws for 6 years. Now he married the cow. He got the milk. He bought the milk. He bought the cow. Now he want to impregnate the cow.
Now, if I said all of that, they'd be like, "Oh, you see how society is." If I would have just said all what you just said, they'd be like,
"Girl, talk about it." I hear you. I'm telling you, like, there's so much to that. It does something to the woman's psyche. When you have difficulties,
it does something to the daddy's psyche.
Really I'm sure it does, but I'm talking about the mental and
all of his lives matter too. Shit.
It does. Okay, but we're not even about to get into all of that shit here because you'll lose.
Trying to bait you.
That's not gonna happen. But that we, like Maine said earlier, men are a lot simpler in thinking. Women are way more emotional, and we feel it's just different. It's just different. It's different. No one's more. No one is more important than the other. Mama's no more important than daddy. Like it's just different. Yeah. And so after 9 years, I'm pretty certain the thought, and I can't speak for her, but just from my experience, the thought after 9 years, London's 8. If you came in here right now talking about you want another fucking baby, don't even come in here. Don't play with me. Remember when I was in Mexico the last time you texted me about, I think I want another baby. I was like, I think you want another wife. Yeah. Daddy's lives matter. Yes, they do, Andre Obama.
We about to start some shit out, Dre.
We need somebody.
Matter, man.
The mamas need somebody to pawn these babies off on.
Yeah, you would say that when you leave at 6:30.
Just a couple hours.
Ain't no damn hour.
In a couple hours.
Matter of fact, I'm gonna come in there and give you a shot. So I'm
drinking already.
Right, I'm gonna give
I'm not going to bed.
So you miss your damn flight.
You think I'm gonna miss my flight now?
Hater.
Do you think I'm gonna miss that flight?
All right.
Do you think I'm gonna miss the flight?
You miss that flight?
You can't. You're not capable. Nope. I'm up. You don't want them kind of problems.
Hey, I'm from Harlem, New York.
So am I though. So you can't even pull that. Like if you'd have had you a little Southern belle, you might be able to pull that. But nah, I'm just like you. I'm just like you. Oh, here's a good question. This one comes from Terry.
Terry.
That's the name on here.
Well, that's
what do you think is the most
name? Good.
What do you think is the most underrated travel destination and why?
Bahamas.
That's overrated, I heard.
He said overrated,
He
right?
said underrated.
Oh, underrated?
Like a place that people overlook. So
Um,
if I had to say locally, I would say Dallas. Because Dallas actually has a lot of culture.
okay.
There's a lot of museums and stuff there. Great food. It's good for bachelor parties, like bachelorette parties, girls trips. Dallas is a really, really old, underrated place to go locally. A lot of people think they have to go to you know, to freaking Vegas, or they have to go to the islands to have a good time. Some people don't have passports. Dallas is a good place to go.
I would say Austin. So Texas still.
Austin is cool. Yeah,
Austin,
I mean
Austin is
Texas
dope.
probably, because Texas is like its own little world.
It is.
You got Houston, you got Dallas, and
Dallas,
Austin. Like
yeah.
those are all great places to go.
Houston is fire. I love Houston.
I like Houston. I would have to say maybe that's one of my other favorite places. Houston. I love Houston.
Houston, Dallas, and Austin. Fire.
Okay, Houston made me realize that I want a sports car.
Okay.
Houston made me want a sports car because they drive very fast there, and I like to drive fast.
God, y'all.
Yes. Oh my God, they drive so fast.
Yo,
and I have me a red,
They
I got a white
like Florida. They like Florida.
They be speeding.
Florida and Houston. Oh my God. I be right in the right lane. Andre Obama said Bay Area is underrated.
Yep, I like the Bay Area on my.
You been to that Bay Area before, Bay?
Yeah, Noel from here.
Who? Oh, Noel. Oh, okay.
Yep, I used to go see her.
Hold up, in Sacramento.
Oakland, and you got.
Is Sacramento considered the Bay Area? Obama.
That's where I went. I went out there to work, and I went down to Oakland to see her. And we got mad people from Vallejo.
Hold on, Noel was from where?
Vallejo.
Vallejo, right?
No, that's where Mike's from. Noel's from Oakland, like the
Oakland. And Mike from Vallejo.
Vallejo. So I'm still trying to figure out what the connection is with the Bay Area of California and like the Bay Area and Kansas City. There's something there. Yes, there's a connection there because there's a lot of people.
Dre, all
from there.
What's the other rap out there?
Go ahead, salute.
Mozzie got a connection with KC. It's something with the Bay Area and Kansas.
Yes, it's a lot of
people. Ohead, what up, Ohead?
It's a lot of people. A lot of people. It's a lot of it's a huge connection there. I don't get it, but yes.
Yeah, I don't get it either. Even like riding around out here, you see a lot.
I know I mentioned Puerto Rico earlier. I think Puerto Rico is also underrated. And I say that because a lot of people look for like islands to go to. And even though, Trump said that Puerto Rico was trash, he dogged Puerto Rico. It's really nice. Like, you can.
The hospitality is something else out there.
The food, man. Y'all go there.
The hospitality. Everybody.
Mofongo. Oh my God. I've been trying to find some mofongo. I love that. It's so good. But yes, I think Puerto Rico's underrated.
And Dominicans and stuff, because you and this Latino food, Mexican food, Puerto Rico, you like all that stuff.
I like food.
That's a fact.
Fresh made me fluffy, y'all. You had to marry me. I'm like, he tell me all the time too. And then when I start losing my little weight and I be getting all low, he be looking at me. He be like, "I'm gonna fatten you up again." Isn't that horrible, y'all? That's so mean. He want to make me fluffy so nobody will look at me.
They look at you fluffy. It don't matter if you fluffy or not. Not these days.
I prefer not to be too fluffy. Okay.
Me either.
Yes.
Anyway, so if you is fluffy, God, you take all the damn bed. I'll be on the edge of the damn bed, shivering.
Don't start, because you already be lying. Talk about you rolled over on the fork. Anyway, I'm not fooling with you today. Underrated. So Puerto Rico, Dallas. Hell, I'm gonna say Kansas City because people be trying to play Kansas City, talk about what y'all just see bales of hay out there.
No,
There
do.
is a lot of history here.
It's
There's a lot of crime here too, yo. Every day I see a tweet about a shooting, but we don't live down in
Well,
Kansas
I
City,
won't.
Missouri. We in Kansas,
Right, so I was about to say, you mean Missouri?
Missouri. It's
Missouri.
off the chain in Missouri, but Kansas got some parts too. But we live.
Oh yeah, definitely.
My family calls me bougie. I don't know why, but
Uh,
I was refusing to move to the trap. We live in a nice neighborhood, and things still happen out here. We had a guy, the year after we moved here, that went into the restaurant and shot up Muslims and told them to go back to their, that's right down the street from our house, and told them to go back to where they came from. So bad things happen in good areas too, but the city we live in is very good. What?
I'm getting fucked up.
What you say?
I said principals and cops getting shot out here.
Oh yeah,
by kids.
It's off the chain. Every day I see a tweet about a shooting.
Yeah, out of control. Don't get it fucked
Missouri
up.
off the hook.
It'd be funny because a lot of my friends be like, "Oh, there's black people out there." I'm like, "Hell, there's black people everywhere." What the hell?
Yeah, a little bit of FYI, the first black radio station, Kansas City.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
Yes, the radio station that we listen to in the car. First black-owned radio station, Kansas City.
Nice.
There's a lot of history here.
Yeah.
So this is, and we have casinos. Woohoo! Lady Fresh like a casino.
Well, it's like 5 of them out here. Something.
It's a lot. It's a lot.
They could carry their guns out here.
But I will tell you this:
it's
Kansas and Missouri, even though they both have Kansas City, are very different.
Yeah.
One
it's funny because the people
one is a red state.
On people from Kansas. I've
Missouri,
never seen somebody from Kansas, somebody from Missouri, but the Missourians,
they hate Kansas people.
They hate Kansas.
Oh my God, they couldn't even win the Super Bowl without being like, it's the Kansas City, Missouri Chiefs.
Right.
That's not what it's saying.
I found out I have family out here and invited them out here. They like, oh, you in Kansas?
You in Kansas?
Kansas? I was like, oh, excuse me.
So I have been to the Ozarks on a girls' trip. Fresh has not.
Oh yeah, the Ozarks. Yeah.
I would like to. I actually wanted to take a family trip there this summer, but my stepson ain't want to go nowhere.
Where we went that year?
Branson. We went to Branson. So it's about 2 hours away from the Ozarks.
Yeah, it was all right.
Yeah, it was cool. We got rained out. We were one ride.
Yo, but you remember that was the we was waiting to get on that ride. We was like, nah, matter of fact, this is the line too long. Remember that was the ride all them kids, all them people died on.
Oh, the ducks.
The duck ride.
It was like the ducks in the water. It was like a little
yeah, that shit tipped over and killed like 6 people.
Was it that same year or the next year?
It might have been. It was either the next year or the same year. One of the other.
Yeah. Come on, Jay Savage.
Yeah. Old head in L.A. He one of them old busted niggas from L.A. that wear croaker sacks, Dickie shorts, and a jersey. Andre Obama.
There go my Cash App, y'all. If y'all feel like y'all want to hook Lady Fresh up a little something. I am going to Mexico tomorrow. There's my Cash App. Fresh Breezy gonna be the first one to donate. Ain't you? Look, see, taking too long to answer.
I'm frozen.
But you just said I'm frozen, and your mouth was moving. Stop it. Hashtag I am Lady Fresh. If you want to hit me up on the Cash App, anything would be greatly appreciated. But yeah, so those I think are pretty underrated. Qatar, y'all. I know I talk about it all the time. That is in the Middle East. I do travel to the Middle East every couple years, and most people know about like Abu Dhabi, Dubai, which are very they're very built up cities. Like they're big cities with a lot of riches, a lot of money, a lot of buildings. But Qatar is actually significantly less structured. I haven't been there in about 3 years, but the last time I was there, they were actually building a lot of new infrastructure for the 2023 FIFA World Cup. So depending on what level we are at next year, I might actually try to get back there. But it's actually the richest country in the world. They have zero debt and a lot of oil. Qatar is absolutely beautiful. It's not as built up as a lot of the other countries in the Middle East, but that was my first time going to another country and getting to see how other cultures live. And so if I had to recommend a place for people to go, I would say go to Qatar. And even if you're like going to a different part of the Middle East and you decide to go there for a couple of days, I would recommend it. They have a beautiful area in like their downtown area called the Souk. And you would go down there and you would go like shopping. It's like a giant flea market. And there are so many beautiful art pieces and, you know, incense and prayer rugs, and the country shuts down. You hear me? They shut down when it comes to prayer time. Like, I really got a chance to really be exposed to other cultures and other religions. And it made me come home and get both my girls' passports because I said they need to be exposed to other countries and other cultures. And during that time, 45 was in office. And, you know, he was pretty much campaigning negatively against Muslims and people that practice Islam, and calling them terrorists, and basically making blanketed statements that the entire culture was criminal and that they were all bad people. And while, of course, I didn't believe anything that he said anyway, I found solace in going to that country and seeing that they are just like us. They get up, they go to work, they take care of their kids. They make time to pray to their God. They make time to help one another. They run their businesses. They, you know, doctors perform surgery. They're just like us. And you're going to have bad people and you're going to have good people. And I just realized going to Qatar, like, we need to, as a culture, as Black people, we need to see other cultures at work. So I would recommend to anyone going to the Middle East if you want to go somewhere that's not flashy, and, you know, you still want to get a sense of culture and, you know, really expose your children to true, you know, different cultures. Go to Qatar and fly Qatar Airways. Thank you, darling. Such a great husband. Yeah, so Qatar would be on my list of places to go, and I think that they are very underrated. Let's see, what did Lotus just say? Seeing everyone stop to worship is something different because it's different. Yes, it is. And it's, you know, that's why I always would say, you know, during a time of war, like, we don't want to go to war with people like that because we'll lose. People like that, people who are like kamikazes, or people who have blind, like, they have true faith that they're willing to die for. Most people here are not willing to die for their religion. They're not willing to die for their God. You can't fight people like that. You know what I mean? So it's just, oh, I got my third drunk uncle in the building. Oh my God, I got all three of my drunk uncles in the building. Look at that. I haven't had you guys here in a long time. I'm gonna go ahead and drop the link just in case anybody wants to come up. If anybody has a question that they would like to ask directly, I'm gonna drop the link. I'll probably be here for about I'll probably be here at least till, what's that, 11:30 my time, 12:30 East. You know, if anybody want to hit the link, I'll just drop the link. But yes, different cultures, we definitely need to expose our kids.
Hey, Sister Lotus, pull up if you can.
We will lose.
Let's talk to Lotus. She said
that's what I'm saying. I'm telling you, Lotus. You don't know.
What up, Bonnet? What up, baby?
Like, buddy. Fresh breezes smell like erasers. What? Wait a minute. Fresh breezes smell like erasers when he get out the shower. How you know?
What I smell like? Is either YSL?
No. You. Let me tell you something, y'all.
Like I smell like a racist.
I've been with Fresh for a long time. 12 years.
Known each other for how long?
He has my whole life before I was born. Okay.
30 years. Stop. Don't do that.
My whole life, pretty much. You was my family my whole life. You was around my family before I was.
That's a fact.
Fresh always smells fresh.
That's why I'm fresh.
Always. Or I'd be like, how you don't? He could clean a whole house, then go vacuum. I mean, mow the lawn. He could go mow the lawn, change the oil on the truck. He could work on a car. He could smear dirt all over his body. He could not take a shower for 4 days, and he don't. He's always fresh. I'm like, how you don't? And it's not like he eats super healthy. You just always smell. He be smelling good all the time. I just be sniffing him. Oh, I'll be back. What you always say? I be like, oh, you smell so good.
Just got out the shower.
He been saying that for 12 years.
I just got out of the shower for real.
You always smell good. I be like, yo, you don't never have no man stink. You know when you be stink?
When that?
When you go to the barber shop.
When they put that Puerto Rican oil on me.
What the hell did they put on you? I be
but
like,
you know what? One day,
smell like a bodega. You smell like a bodega.
It probably was like maybe like because I ain't get a cut in a minute, but fuck you, Jay. Nigga said his new name is Fresh Breeze for Breeze. Hilarious. But one day, I told the dude, I was like, nah, don't put that on me because the wife, I'm like, nah, go ahead. Because you always say, you like, yo, you smell crazy.
I couldn't understand. I'm like, yo, what? Because you don't stink. You don't have it doesn't matter.
That's funny because you said that before. You like, yo, you only stink when you be coming from the barbershop. Like,
it smell like somebody took an armpit and rubbed it over your entire body. I'd be like, you need to go shower. It's a
that's the aftershave they put on.
But why? Is it your chemistry mixing with it? Because you can't tell me that is a fragrant thing.
But it ain't for the fragrance. It's for.
It doesn't matter. Why does it have to smell like that? It's offensive. If I didn't know, put it this way. If I didn't know that it was from the barbershop, I would be like, that's
fucked up. You know how many times I left the barbershop and went to the mall or went to the store? They probably like, this nigga stinking.
You take 1,700 showers a day. Like he'll take a shower at night, then go to bed and get up and take a shower in the morning. Do nothing. Take a shower in the middle of the day, and this is in the winter. It's not even the summer when you might get a little sweat. This nigga don't sweat. He don't sweat.
I'll do at least one a day. But most times
he smell like a damn armpit. It's like somebody from the bodega took their armpit and just rubbed it all over.
You know that shit they put on you? And I don't even go to Hispanic.
Nah, I done smell aftershaves before, and that is not it. You smell crazy. I say you need a new barber because it wasn't until you started going there. And I hope he's not listening. He do your work great. And I will point it out if he don't. I'd be like, yo, line on the right side a little high. He ain't do that right. But that I haven't smelled it in a long time.
I ain't been in the barber in what, 2 months or something like that?
You sure been wolfing. You've been wolfing.
Oh, yeah.
No, it's not alcohol. It might have alcohol.
Nah, it's some other shit. You know the shit that the Hispanic dudes, the brothers be using.
He smells like a bodega mixed.
They spray on the paper towel and then they wipe you. That shit.
It doesn't need.
But you know what though?
Like
the crazy shit. Growing up in Harlem when I was my early 20s, they didn't use that. They used some coconut type shit. So I don't know if it's a different region. that we and I don't know.
Well, my boo, if you smelt that stuff that they be using, you would think that
Nah.
his hygiene was not important to him.
No, it ain't the blue. It ain't the blue aftershave, Mama.
Crazy.
I know what you talking about. It ain't that one. It ain't that one, Ma. It's a joint like with flowers on it.
That's Jay Savage that said that.
Oh yeah. Oh shit. Oh yeah.
Jay
That's
Savage, can you please change that picture? What is that? That shit burn. It be burning fresh.
yeah, but it don't bother me. That shit do be burning. Every once in a while, I'll be like, ooh, shit. But most time,
I don't like it.
nah, I know.
He don't never smell like.
I told him, I was like, yo, don't put that on me. I like that.
No.
Yeah.
It's really bad. I'm like, yo, just you smell so bad with that. You smell so bad. It's so bad. If you wanna piss me off, you know how to do it.
I'm gonna go on a 32 ounce of that joint.
You'll be sleeping in the downstairs.
Spray nozzle. I'm gonna be what?
You'll be sleeping in the downstairs bathroom in its current condition.
Ew.
We still ain't tell that story, but we ain't gonna do that tonight.
That's a
We
shitty
definitely
story.
got that. Is yes, y'all. It's been an interesting summer.
Yeah, that's why, yo, when you said it earlier in the show, I just like, if they only fucking knew.
Is that my Lotus? Is that my Lotus?
Sister Lotus in the house. Sis.
Good evening.
Look at she always come on her voice. Good evening. I feel more comfortable already. I feel like I can go take a nap.
Oh, hold on. Let me turn it off in the background. Okay, that's better.
Oh no, you sound great.
We talking about your voice.
Your voice is very soothing. Good evening,
sister.
It sounds like that now, but I haven't been yelling. See, my voice don't calm down from me being with the churn earlier.
Picture you yelling. I couldn't even picture it.
Yeah, I can picture it. She just called them children. Children? When you say children, you yell at them. Children.
Oh, snap.
I yell, I curse, just like everybody else. I flip sometimes too.
Yeah. I gave London the business earlier this week. I like,
Well, he just gonna be bumpy, or he need to find another product because that shit stinks. Okay,
no, that's a fact, Andre.
And I know for a fact that all of them don't smell like that. Okay, because he didn't start smelling like that until he went to this particular barber. So he needs to find a new fragrance, or it's just not working with his chemistry. That shit smells. It's like a bottle of funk.
Is it like a musk smell or?
It's must smell.
Very musky. And you know what the crazy thing, Lois?
It's a bag of armpits.
I can't even like, well, if you don't like it, pay for it. Because she'll be like, nigga.
What you say?
I'll pay for
CMW
it.
recording salute.
Right, I can't even say CMW, what up, baby?
You say you can't say what?
I couldn't even say, well, if you don't like it, pay for it, then you pay for it then.
Because you know I'll do it.
Exactly. Hey.
I'll be like, I'll pay for your restroom for the rest of your life. Be like 10 years worth of
every time I come down, she be like, "Oh, you stink, babe." She like, you know, I don't say this, but oh, you stink.
You stink. He don't never stink. I be like, yo, don't take a shower today. Don't take a shower tomorrow. I just want to see if it's possible.
It must be something in the oil.
It's the oil. It's nothing. It's the entire manufacturing of it. Could you imagine what the place smell like that make it? The people in there are immune to it. It's like they funked up their t-shirts and just wrung it out in a bottle.
But you know, people do the craziest thing, and I don't know, a couple of weeks ago or a couple of months ago, this girl was on Instagram, I think, or either it was on YouTube, and she was like farting in the bottle and selling it.
I did it.
I'm like, who does that?
It's people buying it too.
Yeah, I'm like, who does? But you know, it's freaky people out there that does stuff just like that. They will smell you.
Fart?
Yeah, she was farting in
She
bottles.
was farting in the bottle and selling it.
So, do you really think the smell was still in there?
No, and if it was, that's a stank.
Well,
this I don't know how they manufacture this stuff. it should be banned. That should be something that you could use like in a war.
Oh wow.
To
So do you get paid more because it stink more? How that work?
I don't know. So I guess they just wasn't she like a pretty girl or something?
Like if it's half stink, you get $20. If it's full stink, you get 80. What? How it work?
I don't know, cause it's
You
two
look that
different
up.
people. Cause remember the girl off Teen Mom? I think she was actually acting like she was Sugar Honey Iced Tea
Oh God.
and sending it to him.
Which one of the moms was it? Farrah?
Yeah,
Porn star.
yeah. And I think she was showing her daughter how to do. It was something. I know it was something involving the daughter.
Because
it was a big thing.
That's past nasty. She needs therapy.
But people do strange things. That's why you have to be careful the people who you surround yourself with, because people are into, which I'm not judging, because if you in the freaky stuff, everybody's in the freaky stuff in some shape or form, but it's
What freaky
just
stuff you into, Lotus?
Man, it's fucking monkeypox out here. That monkeypox is running rampant.
No, did you see that thing
Yeah,
Maine
no.
put up with? Was it Maine that put that up there?
What?
Somebody showed today. They was like, I got the monkeypox, y'all. And when he showed his face, it was a monkey face, not the.
I didn't see.
But you know what? It's crazy because the lady that helped me in Walmart a couple of days ago, she had all these bumps on her arms. But I seen it before. It was boils. But I was like, yo, if I didn't know her, she had a monkeypox. You know what I mean? So you can't even have a bump on you.
That's why you ran in the house after going to Walmart today and was scrubbing.
Nah, that was today because I Hey Lotus.
You was like,
so Lotus.
Uh-huh.
I grabbed it. I had to get it. I'm walking to Walmart. I noticed like under like the garage door, it ain't no car. So I'm like, I gotta go in from outside. I grabbed it. Because whenever I go to Walmart, I grab a
first thing he grabbed the wipe
and wipe it down. I'm like, how the fuck you grabbing the cart and then grab the sanitizer wipe? You already touched the cart, dummy.
Yeah.
So today, I'm like, yo, man, I went in there. That lady had them bumps on her. I'm like, oh, she got the pox. But nah, it's some type of like bump shit she got. I remember.
some bump shit, some kind of
she had
skin
some
disorder.
bumpy.
Probably it's is it? I can't never say it. Sebaceous.
I don't know, but I
It's something.
that she was like that. But the first thing I thought was like monkeypox. Oh shit, she got the pox.
The pox.
I would have. As soon as I would have got home, I probably would have freaked out in the store, to be honest.
But it's so bad right now because, like, right now, like my sinuses and my allergies is killing me. So I'm coughing, I'm sneezing, and I don't want to do that around people. I'm like, it's hurting my chest. Like, god damn. You know, it's crazy these days. You can't even fucking cough or sneeze.
That's why a couple of weeks ago, that's why I didn't post any videos, because I sounded so bad. My voice was going in and out. I'm like, man, people gonna think I got some shit. And there ain't even nothing wrong with me.
Andre Obama, thank you for the Cash App. Still waiting on Fresh Breezy.
Can we get a drunk uncle show? Drunk uncles after show? I'm with it.
I'll leave it up for you. I ain't missing my flight. I ain't playing with you.
Well, I know you would have been down, but yeah, you're right. But I'm down with it, Andre. You gotta holler at them other
Fresh
drunk.
Breezy, dig on my Cash App right there.
I don't see it.
He said you don't see it.
You gonna send Lady Fresh to Mexico with no Cash App? That's how you.
Yeah, I knew it was something.
Andre Obama got me. I'm gonna go get me something from the
Hey, Lotus.
gift shop.
This, I knew it was something because she was like, "It's extra night." I'm like, "Yo," she's like, "What's wrong with that?" I'm just aggravated today. She started rubbing my back. Everything gonna be okay. She want. It was something.
Who are you talking
about? You, nigga.
I rubbed your back.
Send you a nice Cash App.
I rubbed your back. I sat down and was like, "What's your problem?"
I was trying to make you look better for the audience, but no, she ain't rub my back or shit. She's just like, what's wrong?
I expressed my concern.
Right.
How many wives do that?
I don't know. You
I
might.
express my concern all the time. I'd be like, "What's wrong, babe? Why are you so annoyed? Why are you trying to kill everybody in the car?"
Yeah, the funniest thing, you was like, "Did I do something?"
I was like, "Did I do that?" I was waiting for this.
Yeah, I felt bad as hell. I was like, "Damn."
That was a courteous ass. It wasn't a real one. It was like, right? Let's figure out what the hell going on, because I know I ain't did shit. I'm going to Mexico. That's what I did. He don't care, y'all. He don't care if I leave.
No, I mean, it ain't that I don't care. I mean, you deserve a trip. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
It's not. I'm going. It's my. It's an annual thing. You know.
Don't see that's where the problem comes in.
Annual thing.
Hold on.
We gonna have our thing too, babe.
So that's where the problem come in, because you say it's an annual thing. No, it's a trip.
Right, but it is annual.
Right, it's an annual trip, but you making it seem like it's a business trip. No, it's
both. It is both, because the whole.
Exactly. I mean, you have the business on too, but
the morning part of it, we're gonna be in sessions. Like, I gotta put on slacks and a shirt and wear shoes and shit, and like listen to people talk and slide presentations. But a bitch will be at the bar right after.
Right, and don't try to sell that shit on me like you can sell on them. Don't do that. Because I know damn exactly what you just said afterwards.
Right.
You professional.
But I'm telling the truth. Now, if I would have just been like, "Oh, we just gonna be at boring seminars," I don't do that. We finna be lit.
Y'all two together.
Me and my daughter finna be
right
lit.
on my trip in October.
I love
with your wife? With your wife?
No, you ain't going with me.
Y'all, listen, y'all. Fresh Breezy been going on a
You
trip.
ain't going nowhere. Fuck out of here. I'm
10
going
of the
out.
12 years we've been together. 10 of the 12 years we've been together. They've been going. They got their little boys in the hood, little chat, and they ain't gone nowhere.
Why you got to
I even offered to plan your trip for you.
Right, so you can spy on us.
I'm not gonna spy. I'm not even like that.
You not like that, but I'm just saying that you gonna spy on us.
Okay, if that make you feel better, you want me to be that kind of wife? You really don't.
You ain't that type of wife.
I'm not. I'd be like, damn, when this nigga leaving. Nah, I be missing you when you be gone, because you don't go away a lot.
And not only
So
that,
when you do go,
you call me all the time, but when you go away, I don't even call you.
I don't call you all the
They
time.
call you when you're in Mexico.
I don't bother you when you be gone. Don't do that. I just be waiting to see what you lost.
Just want to make sure everything good.
Every time I lose something, that's a fact.
He comes home minus something. And it's something imperative. It don't just be like, "Oh, I lost a t-shirt."
Well, Lotus, I lost my mind when I got with her, so I've been losing shit.
Oh,
I didn't mean that.
It's all right. We'll be on a plane in a little while.
I think you the one gonna have to stay.
Hold up, right quick. Hold up. Let me go get the steak.
Here we go.
Actually, you should have left that out, because you ain't fed me today.
I did what?
You should have left that steak out, because you didn't feed me today. I'm hungry.
Oh, that porterhouse is for me. Yo,
You're not making nothing to eat?
You're
not making nothing to eat tonight?
Nah, but the funny shit.
He said nah.
Let me tell you something.
Like, this fucking show is over.
And if you don't believe me, you go in the fucking freezer. I got a porterhouse.
He's still talking. He ain't even on the screen.
That's because you did that. Yo, I got a fiesta going on while y'all going.
Yeah, go ahead and have your little American fiesta. We're gonna have a real fiesta. And don't be all on my Instagram spying.
You know, I don't even get down.
I can see who see my stories. You're gonna be creeping.
No, I don't even do that, because if I see something I don't like, I'm gonna pay you back worse. So I don't even do that no more.
See something you don't like what?
Like you eating lobster tails and I ain't there.
Nah, and that's not included in the all inclusive. So and you won't send me no Cash App. Y'all, my husband won't send me a Cash App. I think that is really sad. And it should be triple digit.
What?
His face.
It should be triple digit, like 100 plus. Thank you. I lost my mind and my cell phone in the same night. Yep, he lost plenty things like that. I ain't gonna.
You a funny person though.
Who? Wait, you're funny because you said you're a funny person. I feel like you wanted to use a different word.
Because you know I bought liquor. You know I'm nice, and you're gonna keep on talking this because you know I must wind up sending you a whole bunch of money on the Cash App. You know what you're doing.
Exactly. Yes, I do. I'm not denying it.
I caught it. I sometimes, but I know what you're doing.
And I'll give you a shout out.
I know what you're doing.
I'm gonna give you a shout out.
That is some funny shit, y'all. I got you though. I'm gonna send you a Cash App. I got you.
He be lying, yo.
I'm doing the Ronald Savage Twitch.
I'm gonna have Andre Obama, the only one that sponsored my trip. I'm gonna go get me a nice little shot glass. I'll probably get it for my husband since he didn't go on this trip. I'll get my husband a nice little shot glass. Thank you, Andre Obama, for thinking of me. You don't got to send me a Cash App. I'll just do a Zelle transfer from your account. What? You ain't had nothing to say? Nah, I don't do that. I don't do that.
When you get a certain age, you know not to respond to dumb shit. So.
I know you are 50.
But I don't always do that, but I did it this time.
No, 90% of the time you do not.
Right. 90% of the time I'm right.
90? No, we settled on 87%.
90% of the time I'm right.
All right, I'm gonna do one more question, you guys. And this one is actually about my main profession. It says, Lady Fresh, can you tell us what has been your most difficult or scary hair restoration moment? Are you able to talk about that?
That's a good question.
Okay, so
good question.
The most difficult or scary? Okay. The most scary hair transplant moment, and if you guys don't know what a hair transplant is exactly what it sounds like. It's a surgical procedure to move hair from one part of your head to the part where there's a deficit. And so in surgery, you still have to do, look at behind the bar popping out. Behind the bar popping out. We start talking about being 90%. Look, it's 91 now. I've been on a roll. First of all, the word is roll. Okay. Yes, he corrected it. There you go. You've been on a roll. Yes, you are. Okay, we'll give you 91%, man. We don't want no smoke. So scary. So it's a surgery. Okay. So there's anesthesia, there's gloves and medicine, and we deal with some funky things, to keep the patient comfortable. I had a patient that came in and he actually had a full-on heart attack in surgery. And I actually had two patients that happened with. One, we hadn't even touched him yet. He had a cardiac episode just coming in that day. Like, he laid down on the table and he started having heart palpitations, and like he really like almost coded to the point where he was taken to the hospital. Then last year, was that last year or this year, Fresh? We had a patient have a heart attack after the doctor.
Oh shit.
Yes, and he actually started the surgery. He took He started
Last year.
cutting a piece out, and he actually did code. They had to bring him back to life.
Yeah, he was dead.
He was dead. Yeah. So yeah, that was the two scariest ones that I experienced. But I think cool. I've been doing this a long time, so there's
And
not.
no, Maine said that did they pull the hair out my ass? No, nigga. No. What you need to do is focus on driving. That's what you need.
Nah, his hairline's still jacked.
Yeah, his shit fucked up.
No, he said yours.
Nigga, I won't even give you a deal on your hairline with your shit. Fuck out of here.
So have y'all ever done a transplant on a child? Because I know there are children who do suffer from alopecia, but have y'all ever worked on a child?
Yes, I actually worked on several children. The very first child I did was pretty early in my career in Atlanta. He was a victim of abuse. The state came and removed him from the home, but when they found him, he had been left in the home for several days by himself, and he had developed several ringworms in his scalp. All the patches grew back except for 2, and so we surgically replaced the areas. He's got to be about 19 or 20 now.
How old was he when you did it?
He was 8.
8. Yeah.
Wow.
8. So he's probably more like 25 now. So yeah, that was one of the more rewarding procedures that I've done. I actually have another young lady coming up that me and her are going to be doing. It's actually a pro bono case that we're doing. She lost her eyebrows. Well, a space in her eyebrow, and so we'll be repairing her eyebrow. She has a gap from like the center over, and so we're going to actually take hair from the back, and we're going to replace the eyebrow in the scar where she has some type of really bad accident. She's had a lot of procedures done, and so we're going to fix that area. But one of the most memorable hair transplants that we had, it wasn't scary or really difficult because I walked out that bitch. I wasn't doing nothing else. All I have is 2 words to say: Code Brown.
Oh.
This was pretty early when Fresh started working with me.
Oh,
we had a patient. We prescribed our patients with several different medications that they have to take the day of the disease. You get an antibiotic, you get a steroid to help with inflammation, and you get a sedative to keep you relaxed. So you'll get like 4 or 5, sometimes 10 sedatives in that bottle. And so we give them one in the morning, and then we might give them another one in the afternoon. This particular doctor's office prescribed 6 of them.
Right.
We gave him one in the morning, and I don't remember if we gave him a second one in the afternoon.
Well, what it was,
I will say this: I looked.
We didn't give it to him. We told him to take it.
No, but we gave him. But we gave him what we were supposed to give him. Right.
Yeah.
Then he needed, like, at the end of the day, I think we were done. He had to go to the bathroom, and he like jumped off the table and ran to the bathroom. So me and Fresh looking at each other.
Right.
It's like, what is that on the sheet?
He just looked at me. He's like, I gotta go to the bathroom. I'm like, yeah, it's right down.
There was something on the sheet that looked like
it
it wasn't
like
dark.
It smelled
It was light brown and wet.
Oh.
And so he was in there for a long time. So I was like, did he pee himself? Fresh was like,
I started wiping the table down.
He was cleaning up.
I was like, yo, babe, I think he shitted
on himself.
I'm knocking at the door because he's in the bathroom for a long, like, it was like
a minute.
But I kind of figured it. I'm like, yo, you good? He's like, I had an accident. Code Brown.
That's not the official term, but that's what the doctor got. I felt so bad for the doctor's wife because she ended up having to clean that up. She washed his, she learned his clothes. She gave him a gown. Of course, we didn't make him feel no kind of way.
That was
that shit was nasty. But
you know what? He bought it on himself,
He
Lotus.
did. Because when I looked
Because
in his bottle,
they prescribed him
6.
Right, 6.
When I looked in
vials,
the bottle, Lotus,
which
guess how many was left?
it relaxes your body.
It relaxed your body.
When
So
when he went to the bathroom last time, we looked, and what was it? 2 left?
I don't think it was 2. I think it was 1.
I was gonna say 1.
So he
But
so
the crazy thing,
5 of them between the hours of 8 o'clock in the
exactly,
morning and
because
5
he kept
o'clock.
asking for breaks,
That
and
is
he would
too
go to the
many.
bathroom. But when he went to the bathroom, he was popping them. But that reminds me of the guy from Austin too.
Okay, don't give location.
Look, whatever, they don't know his name.
Yes, but yeah, he was a pain in the ass too because he was going in.
Right.
Was he smoking, vaping?
He was vaping, popping
How
pills.
you vaping and popping pills and you getting the procedure done?
We done seen it all. And, oh yeah, BDB. So yeah, I'm 41, and I've been doing hair transplant surgeries for 17 years. So almost
Wow.
20, almost 20 years in the game. I think I'm gonna give it to 25 before I retire.
And what are you gonna do when you retire?
I don't know.
Get on my nerves.
I'm trying to find, what I want. That's been my thing.
And it's hard. It's so hard.
It's like trying to figure out. I still want to be involved in the industry. Like I don't want to
He's
get
not going nowhere with the hair industry on Lotus.
But I feel like
He's not
I
going
put
nowhere.
I
so
feel
much-
that you're gonna
He loves
branch.
it.
I feel like you're gonna branch out.
He
and
loves
like
it
we
too much.
have been though. We have I went from being a technician at Bosley to stepping out on Faith and doing independent contracting work to
Well-
relocating here to create a curriculum for a program for it. And then we started the company where we staff multiple. So we have like 13 active clients throughout the country and overseas. So we staff several different offices, other than just here in Kansas City. We work in Nebraska. We go to Wisconsin. I go to Qatar. We go to different places. So we have that business. But my goal is to eventually be able to step away from doing surgery every day and more of a, like if I have to do surgery, more of a VIP kind of like requesting me specifically. But I want to teach more in my.
That's what I was gonna
Well,
say. I could see you
that's
being an
always-
instructor.
Yeah,
I could
that's
see you being
my
a
Hey, Lotus, let me tell you something. This woman here.
Yeah, BDB. It's been a long
Let me
time.
tell you something. She wrote a whole curriculum of hair restoration that no one has done in this industry. We have the paperwork. We have it. So all she need to do is how
Get a-
she do apply herself and push that shit because
Mhm.
there's no school
It doesn't
of how to
exist,
do
yeah.
it. But this woman wrote a whole curriculum of how to do it.
That's how
And
we
I-
ended up in Kansas City. I was brought out here to do that, but then the situation of who we were working with, it fell through.
Because it wasn't supposed to work.
Whole
Because
ground
y'all,
fell through.
Not through them.
We moved here and I quit my job 4.5 months after we moved here. That talking about a leap of faith.
And the job wasn't paying no bullshit money.
Yeah. It was
Yeah.
6 figures. It was 6 figures.
I think you need to follow through with your curriculum. And if you have to get patented and all that stuff like that, I think you should do it.
We got
I
it.
really think that
Yeah,
you
all
should
of
do it.
All of it.
Yeah.
She sat
Now
there
that I'm
and wrote
old
all
now,
that shit, and we got it.
now that I'm old now, I'm like, yeah, that's my retirement right there. Like
Yeah.
that right there is my ticket to be able to sit down.
Right.
That's why.
There's no one that has wrote a curriculum for that. There's no school for
Right,
it.
and I'm a tech, not a
It's
doctor.
on the job training, and this woman wrote a whole curriculum for it.
That's why I say you need
There's
to.
And when I
no
left
spellings
that,
in it.
and when I left that place,
There ain't nothing misspelled in there. A real curriculum. Come on, man. Salute my wife.
Yeah, you have to do that, Lady Fresh, because you have a lot to offer.
yeah,
Especially the experience that you have, and not many people doing it, and especially not
Yeah.
women and not African American women.
And not people and people that
I've been
not
putting it
willing
on
to
the back
share.
burner for so.
She's willing to share. She's willing to
And
put
that's what's
people
going to
on.
take her far.
Right. And that's, a lot of times I have to check her because she wants to help everybody. We're both the same, but I'm a little bit older, so maybe I catch it more. But she wants to help everybody. She wants everybody to get paid. She wants everybody to be good. So salute to my wife again.
Oh, thank you.
Salute, Lady Fresh.
My lovely.
I still want my Cash App though.
I got you. God damn, boy.
And that's Cash App worthy. Salute to your wife.
Cash App worthy. Hopefully I don't send it to the wrong Zelle again.
No, not Zelle. Send it to my Cash App. Let me put it back there for
right.
you.
I can't even fool you. I sent it to your Zelle.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't even have that one no more. I need you to cancel that. And you did it too. I ain't even have to help you. Look at you. All by yourself. Big boy.
Tax savvy. I'm getting here.
But I think, hair is always going to be my first love. Like,
right.
That is, I love hair transplantation. And
that's where I go back. You're not going to
really want to do, I keep saying I'm going to do an episode. And somebody actually sent me a question asking, where is it? Where is it?
I would ask the chat, would y'all like to see about hair transplant?
It says, I'm going to do a show about that. Me and my girl from Miami.
A video.
Yeah, we got so much stuff.
Doctors work with us.
Look, I had a question that asked, Lady Fresh, you often talk about your busy schedule and how many businesses you have. Would you ever consider doing a day in the life of episode? I know it's a completely different kind of show for you, but I was wondering, so I thought it'd be a question worth asking. And actually, I would love to do that. And we talked about doing that with none other than Maine the Milkman is supposed to actually interview Lady Fresh. So I can't give y'all everything because, there's a lot of layers to me. You know what I mean? There's a lot that I feel like people can learn from my life. Just from being young and losing my mom young and losing a child and just moving to Atlanta by myself with no family, you know what I mean? Having a child in Atlanta by myself with no family, my life it's definitely a story. And I plan to eventually write my book because I love to write, but definitely, I don't know if a day in the life of necessarily, but, as far as getting to know Lady Fresh on a more personal level, I definitely
Like I told you, you got to do a lot of them shorts. A lot of guys doing them shorts, and
everybody keep telling me to do it.
Always on the run. We always doing something. It's nonstop with us.
But I'm ready to sit down.
But I don't think God's ready for you to sit down yet.
Apparently not.
You have to.
Every time I think I'm ready to sit down, some other opportunity comes along. Like I said earlier, when it comes to the hair transplant game, I honestly just really recognized my worth. Fresh will tell you.
How long I've been telling
years. He was like, yo, you be selling yourself short. But I didn't really realize how well respected,
the motherfuckers kept on referring contracts.
It means a lot to people to have, doctors, to have my stamp of approval on a lot of things when it comes to
they mad as hell
their offices and things like that. So I do realize now that in this industry, I do have a lot to offer, and I don't have to be a workhorse the way I am. I just choose to be this way because it's still something that I'm super passionate about being involved in, designing those hairlines and making those sites. And that's the creative part of me that gets to come out. And so y'all don't understand what I'm saying because you don't know what it looks like. But when we do a hair transplant episode, you'll get to kind of see the artistry behind it, the medicine behind it. And the doctors really rely on a lot of the expertise that we have.
The relationship.
My team. I include my team because when I teach them the way that I learned it. So that way we're all on one accord. And so when they see one of them, if I'm not around, they know that they're going to get the same type of service and quality and result. So, that's definitely going to be my first love for still a long time to come. So, but it's tiring because we're all over the country. We drive a lot. We fly a lot, and that's why I'm doing things like this travel thing. I love the travel agent stuff. I always love helping people with travel. So I'm putting a little bit more into my other streams of income, you know, and then, you know, I want to be able to tie it into the show as well. So, you know, it's not the end of the road for Lady Fresh. I think I still got a few things under my sleeve.
Yeah, you do. You do.
In music and some artists to display, so you know, you ain't going nowhere no time soon.
I better not.
No, you're not. So don't sell yourself short. You're not going nowhere.
Yep. I'm going to put my email back up here because I want to get more questions. Like, this was fun. I printed out all these questions and I tried to wait for most of them because I wanted to answer them on the spot. But I really love that, you know, I did reach out to a lot of people and say, hey, like, what's some things you want to ask me? What's some things you want to know about what I do and the different businesses that I have? And I feel like I got a lot of good questions. I had some that were on a personal. I had some people ask about trips. I had people ask about hair. I had people ask advice type questions. Those make me a little nervous because I don't ever want to really offer too much advice, but I can say what I would do in a situation. And me and Fresh have always been like that. We'd be like, man, I don't know about advice.
I'll tell you what I do.
I'll give you all the advice in the world when it comes to hair restoration. But, you know, as far as like, relationships and shit, like, it's always going to be different for every person, every couple, every relationship. The relationship that Fresh and I have, you know, a lot of more traditional men would be like, because I spend a lot of time outside of the house, and more traditional men want their women in the house, you know, and it's not that he doesn't want me home, but he respects my grind and he's with me 110% in it. So that makes it so much easier for me to do those things when I have a partner that gets it. You know what I mean? And that's always been my message, is that there's nothing wrong with tradition and there's nothing wrong with going against the grain. You just need
to balance the both.
That's what I was going to say. You got to balance it out.
Right. You got to find that person that is on board with you, that is willing to accept the things that you want. Even if they want some different.
Babe, I'm like, yo, go get that money. Yo, stop playing.
Mm-hmm.
Go get that money. Go do what you got to do, babe.
Yep. And I do my best. And like, even like lately and Fresh, you know, I'll tell you, like these last few weeks, you know, we've had a few days off because we've been taking care of things around the house. I've been trying to make more of an effort to do the things in the house that a wife is accustomed to doing, that I wasn't doing on an everyday basis. I probably cooked more in the last month than I have since we've been together. So, you know, it's balance. And
yeah, definitely.
That right
person. It ain't like I was looking for you to do it. Like, shit,
I just do it. Look, Sweet Tea is a big inspiration to that because I be watching.
You got me for you. You say I ain't cooked shit.
I be watching her videos.
I thought you was gonna do something tonight after this.
I was.
You got me spoiled in the motherfucker.
You got me fucked up.
That's true. But
actually, I had a really good the salmon I was gonna make. Oh my god, I've been wanting, and then look, and I have shit. I ain't have it, so I didn't want to mess it up. So when I come back, I'm gonna do that. But I thought you were gonna pick up the slack and feed me, but I guess not. I guess I need to go.
But like you said, we pick up each other's slack.
We do.
I need you over here. You need me over here. That's how we do. You know how we do 100-100. I don't know what the fuck that 50-50 shit niggas be talking.
It's never 50-50. I don't know why people say that. It's not 50-50.
Where's the other 50 going?
Right, where the other 50 go? Fuck up. What are you doing? And like we said, kids too. 100, nigga.
Yeah, you don't want. I don't want 50%. I don't want 50% of a person.
Family work.
I want a whole person.
And there's gonna be time.
The whole family, 100.
But see, that's what's so beautiful about partnership, because there's gonna be a time where my 100 effort is there, but the execution may not come out 100%. I might just be 80.
It's 60%.
Guess what?
But that's when I
got that other 20. He got that other 20. He may have had to put in 120% in because Lady Fresh was sick, or Lady Fresh had a case that came up last minute. You know what I mean? I had a, something might come up, and vice versa. He got to go out of town for an emergency, so I got to hold it down here. Like it's just, some things are just unspoken. They just
that's the beauty of it. Like when you get it, like you don't feel no type of way. You don't feel no type of, like you doing more than the other person. You don't feel no type of way. It's because we making this shit function as a family as how we should.
And you're not being taken advantage of.
Exactly.
That's the difference. Some people get into relationships and you can clearly see when a person is
doing a lot more than the other. Right. And that's not fair. And like I say, everybody wants to be treated fair. You want to be treated fair and equal. If I'm worth this amount of money, that's what I'm worth. If I'm supposed to get this, this is what I get. And you know what? And then when you give people what they deserve, they happy.
That is true. I'm about to send you a request on what I think I'm worth.
Do it. No, I can't pay you what you worth. Really.
I know.
I don't have that money.
I know, babe. You've said that.
That's gonna work forever.
Yeah, no, he said that to me from the beginning.
Forever. Right. So
there was another question they asked, what was something that we both had to compromise on when getting married?
That's a good question.
I said I can answer for Fresh. I didn't have an answer for myself. I know what you had to compromise on, which is very difficult.
You might be right. You might be wrong.
You had to compromise on the fact that your wife is not neat.
I already knew that from
right, but still, that is still a compromise. And I had to. I talked. Believe it or not, our next door neighbor. I had a conversation with her one day, and she was like,
"The current next door neighbor."
No, Tasha. And she was like, "When you're because you are not just neat.
Well, that's why
you're
I know is an issue with
you're
me.
Excessive."
Right.
Which is, I know that. That doesn't bother me. I'm glad. But I was like, I never really thought about the fact of what that does to a person who is very structured in a way where all their things have a place that it needs to be all the time. The dishes need to be done and not in the sink.
I told you that
need to be lined up. This but these are all things that we should know and that we should execute.
I told you that.
Yeah, we should execute. But for me, I don't have a problem kicking my damn shoes off and leaving them right in the middle of the floor. I come back and get them, and I know that has to drive a person insane when that's not how they are. So I don't consider myself a filthy person. However, my husband is significantly more structured and neat. And so my table, I might have chaos on it, but I promise you, I know where everything is in my chaos. Whereas Les, he has everything, he knows where this is. He knows where that is. And me, he'll ask me where something is. I'll be like, oh, I don't know. You know what I mean? So I know that was a big compromise for you. I don't really know. I guess as far as me compromising for you, it's just, I don't know. I just had to learn how to accept your petty.
I told you that too, though. And my family told you.
Petty to the 10th power petty. Yeah. And so now I just be
and it don't matter who it is, though. That's the thing.
You don't discriminate. No, you
don't. I don't discriminate. I don't.
It's bad, y'all.
Damn. I got better though. Huh?
But see, now I know not to react to certain things. But I trying to be careful because I don't want it to seem like I don't care.
No, I know.
It's
funny because you do you get the. I see you get the vibe you like.
What is it?
And I'll be like, oh, okay. And I don't even be mad. I'm like, at least she,
I just don't be wanting to have a heart attack. I feel
he did it, he didn't do it like that. So
yeah, your petty is on. Like Maine is petty on YouTube. I don't know if he's like that in real life.
But I told you, I like
that's you
it
every
is.
day.
They could
Like
be
there's a petty
kids-
episode every day.
too.
Every day.
The
It's
kids
a
be
episode
catching
every
it.
day.
Pink. The
Like-
kids catch it.
Like even London be like,
Yeah, the kids catch it.
I can't say nothing because that's my father. Eddie Valley, that's you.
That ain't me. That's
No, that's you. That's you in real life. That's him on YouTube. I tell people, I be like, y'all, please don't do that. It's my husband. Mm-mm. But I mean, it's not enough to make me feel no differently about you. You know what I mean? Like it is what it is. Like, you can't be perfect. As long as you don't come in smelling like the goddamn bodega and freshly wrung out sweaty t-shirts, hey, I'm good. I can deal with the petty.
What? Wrung out t-shirt? What's that?
Yes, them damn stinky aftershave stuff they be putting on you. It smell like wrung out sweat pity damn t-shirts. Like somebody just took a bunch of sweaty t-shirts and wrung them out into a bottle.
I want to know what kind of oil this is.
It's some barber
To
shit
be that
like
stain.
that they use.
Lotus, I smell it.
But
right
it's like
now.
a
That's-
white bottle with like flowers or some shit on. I don't know.
Why are there flowers on? See?
I don't know, but usually whenever I come from the barbershop, I get in the shower and try to wash the hair out my hair.
Aw,
And
you do
my-
that for me.
What?
You do that for me.
No, I do it for me. I
You
want
don't
no
smell it?
all in my ears.
Oh, you washing the hair off, not getting the smell off. Okay.
Right, the smell too. I mean, I usually take a shower after I get my hair cut. I don't know. That's how I always did. Wash my hair, all that. You got a fresh cut. Get fresh.
And you are fresh breezy.
I'm fresh for a long damn time since before.
I know, before I was born.
Yeah, I was fresh in junior high school for real.
Before I was born, you was fresh. Let me stop messing with you. Snap.
Yeah, it's a fact too. I mean, if you want to, for real.
Yeah, so I got most of my stuff packed. I'm gonna definitely try to do, I don't know what the streaming is like in Mexico. Like I know my phone and everything work there, but like I don't know, I'm gonna do some video, but if I can go live from Mexico, I'm gonna go live from Mexico so I can see. I'm gonna try to do something that travel agents do called site inspections. So that's basically where you make an appointment with the different resorts and you go and they take you on a tour of the facility and they show you like all their amenities and everything. So that way, as a travel agent, you're more, you're equipped to know what each resort offers and the differences between them. And a lot of times they'll give you food. So, I'm all there for that, the food part. So,
and that's included in y'all stuff to go there.
Well, usually we'll get together as a group and like my mentor, Stacy, she'll say, she'll send out a message like, oh, I set up
well, that's what I was asking. Like it's already
I set up a tour somewhere. It's us doing it on our own, but it doesn't cost anything.
What I'm saying is, but it's set up through your people.
Yeah. So we'll just like a group of people might just be like, oh, we want to go do a site inspection for Secrets. Well, we staying at Secrets.
Right.
Staying at Secrets and what's the other one? It's a combo. Secrets and Dreams. So like if we want to go look at a Ryu, Stacy might call and be like, oh, I'm gonna bring 6 travel agents over on Friday. Do you have availability? And they'll let you know, and we can go over there and they'll take us on a tour. They'll show us like their spa and they'll show us their gym and the rooms and the different levels. And so it's really cool because another damn homicide. I'm telling you, Kansas City off the chain. I'm glad I don't live down there. But yeah, so it's pretty cool. So it is gonna be some work involved in this trip, but it'd be more fun.
All right, so when y'all coming back? That's what I want to know.
Why? You miss me already?
No, because I
Hey,
want
Pamela J. Listen, honey. It don't matter what time you get here, as long as you came and checked in. I appreciate you so much. Y'all make sure y'all hit the like.
Hey, so
We come back Sunday.
So what you want? What you say?
We come back Sunday.
What
So
you want to eat
Sunday,
for
I want
Sunday?
some
What you want to eat for Sunday? What you
blue
want?
crabs.
Crabs.
Blue crabs.
Blue crabs? You wow.
Blue crabs.
I was thinking more like oxtails or something like that.
Oh, don't say oxtails. Oh, don't.
With a side of oxtails.
With a side of oxtails.
And cabbage. And I want some okra and mussels and shrimp.
Oh, you gonna be mad if you get up right. Matter of fact, no, I ain't gonna do that. I ain't gonna.
It's in the freezer.
Guess what I got in the freezer while y'all going?
I'll go in there and cook it. Don't play with me.
You ain't gonna cook that tonight.
Watch. I gotta get off because I got airport at 4:00 in the morning.
Jumbo scallops and all that.
I will go in there right now and pan.
You ain't gonna do it. You
I
gonna
sure will. In the garlic butter, sear them on each
You
side.
gonna come up to me like, babe, I love you. I'm tired. And go right to sleep.
I'm not even tired because my drink got me lit. I'm good.
Oh, yeah,
Shout out to my father-in-law. Turned me on to this damn liquor.
And what are you drinking?
Some kind of rum and ginger beer.
Rum
My father-in-law. I went out there to pick up my daughter. I went and my father-in-law just kept pouring freaking drinks. And then the next day, I was sleeping so hard that my family thought something happened to me because I wasn't answering my phone. Oh my God, I was out. He made like 5 drinks and then the next day finished the bottle off. Like, you want one before you leave?
Yeah. Pamela J, you said crabs sound so good. You talking about blue crab? I'm talking about the blue crabs too.
Yeah, that's what I want. Blue crabs.
Yeah, I don't know if that's what she was talking about. I think she's from. I think Pamela's from Maryland. I want to say. She's in the DMV area. You do on blue crabs, Lotus?
I used to love crab legs, but I'm allergic to it now. I'm allergic to shellfish.
For you. Oh. Anybody who tells me they have a seafood allergy, I just
I'm talking about like the blue crabs, the little crabs with the orange claws.
The ones you gotta
eat. I've never eaten them.
Really? Wow. Yeah, Pamela J from DMV, she know what I'm talking about.
But I've seen them before. I've always said I want to taste them, but I probably will eventually taste them one day. I just have to use gloves.
Oh, you know what I meant to tell y'all? So anybody that has like one of those Giphy keyboards or iPhone or like on your Facebook, the GIFs, if you type in the Fresh Perspective or Lady Fresh, I have my own gift, guys. I have 2 Lady Fresh gifts and I have 2, I think I might have 4 Fresh Perspective gifts. So like my background that I have, that's one of my gifts. And that's actually going to be, that's my new logo. Shout out to Willie B. That's the new logo for the Fresh Perspective. So that's my new logo. And that was actually like a screenshot of the GIF because the GIF, it, colors and it moves and all that stuff. So if you go to any of your Giphy keyboards or anything, you type in Lady Fresh or you type in the Fresh Perspective, you'll see all the GIFs associated with Lady Fresh. They're actually really, really cute. And if anybody's ever interested in getting a custom gift made for themselves, that'll be great for you, BDB, with the show and everything. If you're interested in getting a customized gift, just hit me on IG and I will put you in touch with the person that made ours. And if you go, you let him know that Lady Fresh sent you, he'll cut you a really nice deal. But I'm excited. So I've been doing some things, trying to put some new things in the works, getting my gifts, and starting to try to work on shows for the fall. And so I still need you guys to let me know what you want to see, what you want to talk about. If you want to do another episode of Ask Fresh, I just need to get some more messages with questions, things you guys want to talk about. So thank you, Pamela. I thought the colors came out really nice. Also this fall, the Fresh Perspective t-shirts, we'll probably be starting to do pre-orders around the 15th of September so that those can start going out by the beginning or middle of October. So that'll be coming really soon as well. And there'll be a t-shirt with this logo on it.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
On all of the things that you have going on.
I'm trying. Don't
say you're trying. You are. You're doing it.
It's just, trying to juggle multiple things. That's all I got. I'm really blessed. I'm very fortunate. I have a great partner. My kids are good kids. I got one that's older and one that's younger. But I'll be like, people that have, multiple children, like, my hat goes off to you guys.
For real, y'all.
For real. Single mothers, single fathers, even married couples with multiple children. Like, that is hard. And they still be out here grinding. Like, I be on Clubhouse, and some of these mothers and fathers that be in there, and they talk about their families and their kids and like all the things that they're doing. I'm like, man, like that's motivation to step my game up, because listen, parenting is the hardest job, and people do that on top of so many other amazing things.
I believe the only thing harder than parenting is
being married to Fresh.
Whatever. Step parenting. I believe.
Oh. Yeah. That can be very hard. It is, because it's like trying to figure out where you where boundaries.
Right.
I think that would be a good show too.
Good show, yeah.
Not to get personal, but just to explain, like both of y'all coming in as step parents.
Right.
Yeah, because she had a low. Hey, man. Yeah, a little low. So
why are you sitting there telling that bold-faced ass lie?
How's both?
I had a low. I had one child. I had one child. You said I had a low.
Right, to deal with.
You didn't say to deal with. You didn't say that. You said I had a low when I came. I had one child. You had like four.
I'm gonna beat you. I mean, I'm gonna love you when we get on.
Just make sure the steak is cooked.
Nah, but yeah,
I always love that term, Pamela J. A bonus child. I love that.
Mm-hmm.
So let me ask you something. What, Lady Fresh?
You got 3 minutes.
What do you think is the most challenging part of being married?
We can't answer that in 3 minutes.
To be continued.
I was gonna say that's a question for the next show, you guys. You guys want to tackle that on the next show? What was it? The
challenges of being married. But I want to get to more like relationship stuff, like for real on your own.
Oh, now you want to. Look at you. Now you finally on board.
Yeah, I think that's good. Okay. That's good. I think that you and Fresh Breezy and Sweet Tea and Behind the Bar need to do a show together.
I know I want
an episode where y'all, not saying that y'all get into personal details, but yeah.
I wanted Kenzo and Kels as well.
Oh, I forgot about Dirty Kenzo and Kels.
Yeah, so we actually talked about that. It's just everybody's freaking schedule is so conflicting. You know what I mean? So we just got to find some time to do it. You know, but I've reached out. I definitely wanted to do something with them. I talked to ATG about doing something with him and
Heaven.
Yeah. So, you know, I definitely want. That's always been a part of this platform. was.
And I'm not trying to leave anyone out. I just can't remember everybody.
No,
right off top.
You can't include everybody either. Like it just will be too much. You want to be able to really tackle with each individual, each couple. So, that could be a series of shows.
Talk. We're not going to do relationship talk. We're just talking as far as being as a view of being married, and I want like relationships with like boyfriend and girlfriend too to get that perspective.
You know That's a whole lot of different shows. Yeah,
you don't have to put our business into it, Jermaine.
And that's what I was going to say. He's saying that he don't want to talk about relationships, but he has a perspective.
Yeah,
just like y'all was saying earlier, he isn't coming from the same world that everybody else is coming from. Because a lot of people
have
had multiple relationships.
Right, and the thing is, can be his that can be his perspective right there. That he doesn't. That's not his thing to talk about relationships. That can be very well be the stance that you have, because some people really feel like, discussing topics like that is uncomfortable. It's not anybody's business.
Well, that's your option to engage.
Right. That's okay. That is totally okay.
Yeah, I would really like that. I would like to see that. Even like relationships where it's just baby mama, baby daddy. You know what I mean? We in a relationship where we're about to get married couples. I would like to see all that.
Show. My goal is to do a couple show, and I want to do a couple game show because I want to make people do stuff.
You want to make people do stuff?
Yes, I want to make people do stuff. A game night with
couples. Oh, game night. All right, bro. Yes. You gotta specify.
No, get your thing. You know what? It's time for you to go to bed. It's 12 o'clock. Old nigga mind kicking in. But yeah, I do have a trivia night coming. So y'all better bone up on some things because we're gonna be doing like what was that game? Like the pyramid.
Did you say bone up on things?
I'm a girl. I don't have to say pause.
What
you never heard nobody say bone up? You know what? I don't. This is when being married to someone 10 years old. You know what I mean, Lotus? Like I'm getting old nigga vibe now. Like,
I am an old nigga.
Yes.
That's
You're old gentleman. You're old gentleman.
That's a fact.
But brush up. Is that better? Brush up. Because we're gonna do a trivia night and then I'm gonna make people do stuff.
So could we do like a trivia night, game night, like drink?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And then we got to get with Jordan Live too on that.
Oh man, yeah. Talk to the brother, yeah. Jordan Live.
Got to do that. So, but yeah, so we got some things in the work, and now that we got finally got Fresh Breezy on board regularly, we can proceed with the other part of the Fresh perspective, which was always to incorporate the freshes. So
I have no options.
Get on my nerve. Next episode, Lotus, I need you to come and cleanse the show again. I need to do that every couple months.
Just let me know.
Yeah, we going for the fall. So every season.
Yeah, but we need the whole shebang with the bowl. We need all that.
Yeah, we did it for the spring. So fall is coming. So in September, we're gonna have Lotus come and she's gonna cleanse the panel and cleanse the show. So
Lady Fresh. So your boy, your big little brother, my big little brother. We should have a contest on laying on our belly and cracking our eggs.
You know it.
My big little brother. I've been telling you that nigga ain't shit.
I'm going to win. Okay, what's the prize? Because I lost the other day. Okay. I lost the other day. I was cooking it.
But the crazy thing, You're gonna win it. I don't know anybody else. Yo, the first time I ever seen that was you. I never seen nobody else. I never heard.
Well, you ain't seen nobody
I'm
else.
about to Google laying on your stomach, cracking your angles, and the picture gonna be you.
It's gonna be me.
Ain't no way in hell. That is the funniest shit ever.
Leave me alone. Pamela, you missed it. Fresh was telling my business, and he told everybody that I be sleep and cracking my ankles. He said toes first, but I don't crack.
Why you laying on your stomach?
Laying on my stomach, I be sleep. And sometimes I get leg cramps. I told you I suffer from restless leg syndrome.
Oh, that is like the most horrible.
Yes, it's horrible. People don't know. I told y'all.
See, that's the worst thing with being with somebody that's in the medical industry, because they know these damn medical terminology.
I don't have anything to do with medical stuff. I went to the doctor because I thought something was wrong with me, and it was my iron. So I went through this whole thing trying to figure out why I couldn't get up, why I couldn't function normally. And people think that low iron just means you cold.
No, you tired. You can't do nothing.
I'm the opposite. I don't get cold.
Well, I got low double iron.
I don't get cold with low iron. This is not a
I be
joke.
tired.
This is like, I was like, I'm sluggish. I couldn't function. I had to get infusions. And they were like telling me all the things that are associated with low iron, and restless leg syndrome is one of them. So
Well, I'm so glad you're all right, babe. Because you know you my heart.
I'm sitting here cracking
My
my
love
right now, babe.
My motherfucking lovely.
I like this lovely thing you've been doing lately.
Yeah.
He doesn't use nice words.
I think it's been about 2 or 3 months.
Yeah, he be nice to me in main chat and stuff. He be like, hey, my lovely. He ain't nice to me at home like that, though. But I'm cracking my ankles right now. I'm sitting on the bench with my legs swinging, and I'm just cracking away. They don't crack like they used to. I think they old bones now.
It's mostly flesh than bone.
And on that note, do you have any closing remarks?
Who, me?
Sick.
Who you talking about?
You.
Oh. Any closing remarks?
Lotus, did you have any closing remarks, dear? I'm about to wrap it up because I got a flight to catch. Ow.
Send you and your daughter safe travels while y'all gone, and a safe return. And blessings to everybody. Everybody have a blessed morning and a blessed week. If I don't get to say it anymore to y'all this week.
That's just
Thank you. Same to you and your family.
Salute,
Thank you. Salute
Love
to
you,
y'all
too.
as well. Love y'all.
For hitting that link. Thank you for coming up.
You're always welcome.
Well, my thing is, hopefully you enjoy your trip, babe. You definitely deserve it.
Y'all, when we get off this,
Stay safe.
he gonna be saying way other stuff.
Hopefully nobody kidnap y'all and hold y'all.
What? A ransom? Oh, we did.
And then hopefully y'all don't get like no food poison.
What
from
the?
eating that food over there, and then hopefully like no dude like named Geralde or Jose take advantage of you and have to come out there again. But
You can't come to Mexico.
enjoy your trip to Mexico. Hopefully I don't get kidnapped.
Hopefully you don't get kidnapped.
Hope I ain't got the money to get y'all. And just me in London forever. And
You
I
sound
love
like you want that. Oh my God. Please, I don't know what you would do if it was just you in London forever. Just you in London forever?
Adoption.
Y'all, let me tell y'all, I'm gonna do a live when I get back. How much y'all want to bet when I get back? London's gonna be complaining way more about me being gone than Fresh is. Because he told me every day. He'd be like, yo,
I probably ain't gonna even answer when
no.
You already know
every
that.
day he'd be like, that little girl, yo. That little girl, she's a pain in that. But London, yo, she be roasting him, yo. She be roasting him. She be roasting. She be like, Mom, why is Daddy always yelling, and I'm right here. I'm right
I
here.
will let y'all know my wife is the best mother ever, but she is exposing her for nothing because that ain't true.
London didn't just say that today. She didn't just. She was like, "Why are you yelling? I'm right here."
Well, okay.
How could you not see? She was like, "How could you not have seen me
But
right here?"
what I said to her,
Actually,
I saw
I
you.
answered her. I answered her. I was like, "Your clothes are on the floor." He was calling for you.
And you know what? You
But you were yelling.
You
were
make it
yelling.
hard on her. I'm gonna
Yes,
get credit
man.
for it.
Yes, man. And the troll at Fresh's 50th. Everybody was talking about troll this and troll that.
But first of all,
funny, he all that.
you saying Maine like Maine ain't got no fucking stance on that. That nigga is a square.
He just wrote it. It's on the screen.
But he's a square. No, he's
pure. He's pure. He's pure. Okay.
Yeah, he is pure. Yeah,
Don't talk about Maine like that. He's pure.
Man is pure. Man is pure. He's pure. But he's a fucking square.
The pure man. Leave him alone.
Man, fuck that. Poochie, my nigga. Poochie ass nigga.
You asked his mother.
But don't do that because what he said, he brought my middle name up first. My nickname. He did that first.
That's a black ass square.
A black ass square? What
You just put it on the screen. He put a square.
Yeah, well, whatever. He is a fucking square. It's all right,
because you're not that color. You not.
My first 3 kids ain't squares. So, they are squares. So, they're in the same boat as him.
Bed, yo. You need to go to bed.
What?
You need to go to bed.
Watch this.
L7.
I'm gonna threaten the Uber driver so he leaves.
Oh my God, y'all. See, that's what I'm talking about, y'all.
Fuck out of here, nigga.
This man is threatening
with my wife,
nigga. Okay, next episode we got.
I'm gonna make the Uber driver leave. Poochie, P-O-O-C-H-I-E. Obama, P-O-O-C-I-I-E.
Ew.
Poochie, nigga.
He threatened the Uber driver today, y'all.
Oh yeah, I was gonna beat that nigga ass, yo.
My husband is 50 years old and he always wanna fight.
That nigga, he was on some
poor
bullshit.
old man.
But how you African? Your name is Chet. You scamming. You scamming. The nigga name came up Chet. Straight from Nigeria. I know they accents.
Oh.
He definitely was gonna fucking feel some knuckle sandwich.
I need this vacation.
Yeah, whatever.
May said tell the story.
Tell what story? With Chet?
I guess with the Uber driver that you threatened his life.
I ain't threatening that nigga life. I told him I'd beat his ass though.
Not Chat, Bonnet.
Chat
with an E.
nigga. No, that motherfucker. I come outside with him after work. I'm like, all right, let me get the Uber.
God, yo.
Call the Uber. Come out mad early. Wait. He texts me. I'm in front of the building. I'm here. No, he put I arrived. I said, well, I don't see you. I'm in the back of the building. I'm like, back of the building? So my dumb ass walked to the back of the building. I know he ain't back there because he would have had to pass me.
You can see the little point thing that he.
Exactly.
So that was
You're not back there. By then I had called him. No, you ain't there. So he pulled back. I see him. I'm like, okay. He pulling out where he at and going across the street. I'm like, nah, you gotta make the left. He pulled in and shit, sucking his teeth. African dude. Pull up, sucking his teeth. I'm like, I get in the car. He like, you need to let us know. You need to text and let us know where you at. I said, I don't need to do nothing. The building number is right there.
Big too. It is big.
Take me the fuck home. I ain't even cursing. I was like, take me home. I don't want to hear it out one day. Get out of my car. So what I did, I was in passenger rear.
Here come the petty.
I opened that motherfucking door, and I opened the door behind him. I said, "Motherfucker, close both your doors." Fuck
Petty ass. You see that?
that dude, man? And then you know them Africans be like aggressive. I'm like, nigga, fuck, what the fuck are you talking about? So
you need to, the second you need came out of his mouth. I already know you was on. Bonnie said that's all.
He gonna look at me and be like, "Well, you need to." No, I don't need nothing. There's a big ass sign that the address you need to go.
That sign is mad big.
That shit
I
is
don't
huge.
understand because
I don't understand.
He obviously didn't follow where your little blue mark was for one, and then he didn't read the sign. So you ended up in a different area because you weren't paying attention.
Behind the building, but it's still the address is the big ass sign that say the address on it.
It's very large, and I think it's too large. I'm like, why they got that so big right there?
For real, it is real.
It's really big, and so you can't even get it wrong. But he didn't even say hello, sir. Or, sorry, I couldn't find you or nothing. As soon as he opened the door, you need. Oh no, see.
And you already know how I get down, Mr. African man. If you don't get the fuck on, he said, "What?"
Yeah, man, yeah, you did curse the meat. Yo, you OD. I remember that video. You gotta play that on your next show. Yes, I forgot about that. You cursed him out. Oh man, that was so bad. He said you should have opened the trunk too. Please don't encourage his petty, y'all. Please don't encourage, because then the next time he will try to do some stuff like that. But I should have known you left the doors open. This nigga said he opened the other door too.
Hell yeah.
Words,
I reached over in the while I was in the back. I opened the door, the driver's side back door, and I got out the passenger. Closed both of these.
So petty, yo. Who thinks to do that, yo? Bonnet, look, we're not trying to catch no charges now. Naomi, hey girl. Bonnie said you should have put him in the trunk. Please don't, please. Like, so the Fresh 25 years ago.
That's Leffish and Troy.
Absolutely.
We don't do that.
25 years ago, he probably would have tried something like that. But, you know, in his older age, he just.
You said 25 years ago.
In his older age, you know, he's just gonna resort to leaving the car. I know he had to be pissed because he had to get out. He probably didn't even want to get out while you were.
He told me to get out of his car. I was like, oh.
No, you remember the Uber guy that I came out with my.
Oh
sandwich?
yeah, with the food.
It was a sandwich, and he was like, "Oh, can we do something with the food because I don't."
You got nigga food in your car. Get out.
I was like, "It's a sandwich."
No, it's having to smell like nigga food.
He was like,
"Get out."
He was, yeah. I didn't even get in the car. He was like, "Well, fuck you, bitch." I was like, "Y'all." If it wasn't dark and I was alone, like it was nobody around, and then we were coming from the same place. I was coming from the same office that you were coming from today.
Right.
If yo, I probably would have went ape shit on him. Uber gave me like 4 free rides after that. He was like, over a sandwich. I was like reaching for the handle. He got back in the car and was like, fuck you then.
That nigga said you had 4 beef patties in your shit.
I had a half-eaten sandwich that I probably wouldn't have cared about throwing it away, but I was like, it's just a sandwich.
It's a principle.
I can't get in here with my little bit of turkey and cheese. There wasn't even no onions on it.
Stupid.
I don't want, but he's one of them people that you could tell like fluff up his car and shit. You know what I mean? Like he had little covers in it and the little spinning hubcaps and yeah, he's a little muscle man. Just proud of his little raggedy ass car.
So can I talk freely
today?
Yeah, right now.
Yeah, go ahead, man.
I got a problem with Maine, the motherfucking milkman.
Oh shit, man, you listening?
Yeah, listen up, nigga. Because I kind of push you like, yo, you should do that on the road. You did it first. Like, I ain't taking no credit for that. But I was like, yo, I like that shit. That shit dope. So then the other day, I find out, like, I'm not doing on
Oh yeah, I was on that. I was watching.
Yeah, like, the fuck are you talking about? It's only 11. Nigga, really? So fuck everybody out that first of all, you didn't promote it. Like somebody said, I don't remember who said it.
Al.
Right, you don't promote the shit. You crying like a little girl. And then today, you come out your way and say the same shit. So this shit in jeopardy too. Nigga, I don't understand. I mean, if you want to go for like viewers, 500,000 views or whatever, 100 million views, 100,000, whatever, do that.
There you go, man. There you go.
But you need to be fucking appreciative of the motherfuckers that hold you down. That shit is ridiculous.
I think 11 people.
I don't like that.
At 4
And I might be saying it the wrong way, but
11
I
people
like
at
that
4
on the
in
man.
morning.
You fucking let niggas cam up, niggas get shit out their feelings. I don't understand that. You do what the fuck you want to, bro. But I think that's whack.
I think
You know what I mean? And for you to say that shit today, I just was like, oh, so you gonna cancel this? And I really meant that. Like, fuck out of here. Cam up, dummy.
I dropped the link, man. Man, I know you ain't gonna let this nigga
fuck
talk
out
to
of
you.
here. That I don't know. I don't understand.
Man, I know you're not gonna let him talk to you like that, man.
Whatever. I'll talk to you like that.
No, you won't.
Man, shut the hell up before I come in there with a steak and smack you in your head with it.
You see you laughing, right? Nobody believes you.
Well, you ain't man, but man, cam up, nigga.
Man, I know. Come on.
You do a lot of dumb shit.
Come on, man. Yo, you can't let him
fuck out of here.
Man.
I only got 11 people. When
Tell
I
him, man,
earlier in
that's
your
your
show,
man.
it
That's
was
your-
11 people.
If you want to pull a plug, tell him that's what the fuck you gonna do.
Yeah,
Man,
he can
don't
do what
let
he
him
want
talk
with
to
his
you
shit, but don't say it's because of this. Because we don't believe you.
I'm shutting the fuck up.
Yo, first of all, who you calling dummy, old nigga?
You dummy, you dumbass nigga.
You got me fucked up.
Square ass.
Hey yo, listen, that show, Bonnet used to run that show, nigga. People was watching that for Bonnet. Niggas don't want to hear me on that shit, my nigga.
Okay, all right. So it was like, it was a 30-minute, it was a 30-minute thing saying that Bonnet is about to come on. It said behind the bar. So don't put Bonnet in that. Stop putting shit on niggas that ain't got nothing to do with it.
Bonnet ran off on the show. He jumped ship.
So Maine the Milkman, the friend of no one, was relying on Bonnet.
Yeah, that was his shit, man.
That
was Bonnet shit, man.
No, it wasn't.
You know?
No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. I'm not gonna let you put that on him.
Blame Bonnet for that shit being canceled, my nigga.
Behind the scenes, I told all of y'all like that. And on the real, behind the scenes, I told you, you should do that shit. So don't put that on Bonnet.
Nah, real talk though, man. I like that show because we be on the road and stuff. But I think if you would put up that you're doing a show,
he don't even notify nobody.
Yeah, you probably would get more people, but I thought 11, 12, 15 people at 4 a.m, that's not bad.
Yeah.
And you had a panel. Like you had people up there actually talking. So I guess what we're saying is that we like the show. So hopefully you don't mean it when you say that you're terminating it for that reason.
And the thing is, he always say, I don't need nobody else on the panel, but on the road was a panel where we could tap in. And obviously he said it. He was like, I like when y'all ask me questions. I could tap in with my family. With my
if
people.
you gotta revamp, you want to revamp because you just did, Behind the Bar 3.0. So maybe you can revamp it a little bit, but I don't think you should get rid of it. But I ain't gonna tell you what to do.
Nah, but all jokes aside, y'all are like one of 7 people who said don't cancel it. So, you know what I'm saying? We'll see what happens.
If 11 people are watching and 7 people say don't cancel it, that is the majority.
And that's a lot because for a motherfucker to be up 3 o'clock in the morning to listen to the rubbish that niggas talk, that means something. I don't give a fuck if it's 5 people.
Some of those episodes I've enjoyed more than some of the BDB episodes. Like, like you said, you actually have a panel You have people talking. We be talking about music, movies, all
types of shit.
Yeah, and with the way we travel and be on the road and stuff, like it's something for us, nigga. This ain't about you.
He get gems out of this every once in a while. I believe.
I do.
I Man and Milkman was the shit with Bonnet and Quiet Storm. I like you get gems from that shit.
And I agree. I think the last one that we did with Larry and Al and Kid Murray and was somebody else on there. I thought that shit was a very interesting show. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, people don't really want to see. People contradict themselves. For example, when I get into different type of discrepancy with people claim they want to cancel me, but those be the highest viewed shows. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. But when we have a regular show, we talk about some real shit or a positive show. Them same people that say I'm messy and all this other shit don't watch the positive shit either. So it's hard to please the people. You know what I mean?
That's like that in everything we do in life, though.
Everything. And my thing is, if I made 13 people happy instead of doing some dumb shit and make 100 people happy for some fucking idiot shit.
I know I'm not on your level, man. But should I cancel the Fresh Perspective?
That's just whack, man.
In here right now.
Say that again, Lady Fresh.
Should I cancel the Fresh Perspective?
Hell no.
It's only 12 people in here.
But 12 people, that's good for you. Let me tell you something. When I know people that's been doing YouTube for years, and you know them too. You got more subscribers than them and more views than them. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just making you know that at the level that you're going right now, as far as your subscriber count and your view count, you're doing better than people that's really been doing this for years and can't break ice. I know a guy, I ain't gonna say his name, been doing YouTube as long as me and has less views than you and think everybody thought he was the shit. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. You're doing really good. I got 5,800 something subscribers, and I can't break a 20 count view on an overnight
you're making
episode.
The effort to make BDB 3.0 do better. So I think that you can do the same thing with on the road. You might not have to put as much work into it because you don't have to worry about your background, the setup of the bar and all of that.
That's the thing. He don't need to worry about all that.
Right.
Do Man and Milkman. Don't worry about the numbers. I think that's what the problem with you is. Don't worry about that. It is what it is. And that 5,000 people instead of the 100,000, they love you.
Andre Obama was in rare form that night. Boy.
Oh yeah, how can I forget Andre?
Yes. Yeah, I was up because I was getting ready.
Yeah,
for work.
Andre. Oh yeah.
Fresh was asleep. He was all snoring and stuff. He had slobber and stuff. And I was up getting ready for work because he makes me work while he stay home. So I was listening. I was there.
Well, you know what Andre Obama said. Matter of fact, go ahead.
I want to hear you repeat it.
Hell no.
That nigga Obama said, I'm from Oakland. He said, I'm from Oakland, California.
First of all, I ain't from Oakland.
I ain't never heard that shit before, bro. That shit was the rawest shit I heard in a long time, dog.
I was so mad I didn't have my earbuds. I had got to work and I wanted to keep listening, but the patient was there and y'all was cussing up a storm.
I'm not even surprised he said it. It was funny, but I'm not surprised it came out of his mouth.
Right. And he really came up like that, so
right.
People don't know his personality. Like me and him talk a lot behind the scenes and shit like that. But people don't know his real personality. That nigga funny as shit.
You got somebody who don't cam up like that, and you ready to pull the plug.
Right.
Okay. Well, listen, I'm not gonna.
I ain't gonna tell you.
I need to hear feedback like this. That makes me highly consider it again. You know what I'm saying? If people really want it, like Breezy said, it really be killing my time. Like my time be going by fast at work.
Mad fast, yo. I be like, we on the road.
Right. Your time go fast. You let your people get some shit off their chest. There's some funny shit going on. What is the lose? I don't give a fuck if it's 10 fucking views. 10 views, but
I think
if you made 10 motherfuckers happy.
If you put a reminder up, I think more people will pop in.
All right, how about this? I'm gonna put just because y'all said that, and like I'm getting a lot of positive feedback from people wanting it. It's coming back on Thursday night. All right, we're gonna try this again on Thursday night.
Oh, damn magazine.
See, I get. Oh, you gonna be? Oh, you can't get no.
I can still. I think I can still.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna be lit.
Nah, let her enjoy her
I'm
trip.
gonna get on a panel. I'll be on a panel.
Okay. Well, yeah.
I
Well,
ain't gonna answer none of her calls when she call. Enjoy your trip.
I hate her. Yeah.
or maybe next week, or maybe next week I'll
do
bring it
Thursday.
back.
That's fine. I'm good. I'll be ready. I got free time at night. That's the middle of the night. I ain't gonna be doing shit but getting drunk. You know, Mexico.
Well, there you go.
There's 24-hour bars. You know,
and I'm gonna put the reminder up tomorrow so that people have 24-hour plus notice that we're going live or whatever.
Hey, Lady Fresh, make sure you tell them to double wrap it. That way you. No, they got a triple wrap it probably. There ain't no problem getting back in the country with it.
All right, Jay Savage. Brown Cartel. I can't stand you.
Oh, okay. I'm sitting here lost.
That nigga is a square. You a slow square ass nigga.
He's pure.
Listen,
He's
bro.
pure.
I don't even have a passport, man. I can't keep up with that.
Nigga said, oh.
So you double wrap it so the canines can't smell it. Okay, I got you.
Triple wrap, nigga.
Oh, okay.
You got a vacuum seal.
Yeah.
Vacuum seal. That's how you do it.
Yeah, I see this one thing. I see this one thing at the airport.
You camming up Obama? Obama say he about to cam up?
No, he said he camming up again on main show. He don't care about my little ass show.
Yeah,
I saw this one thing at the airport on YouTube or whatever. This lady had drugs implanted in her hair. Yeah, they brought her to the security, the TSA, and they unwrapped her hair full of cocaine wrapped in her dreads. I said,
you gonna bring up my wife thing and you know she like hair stuff?
Ain't nobody taking my hair down for shit.
Yeah, that's some fucking shot shit.
I'm going to jail for the simple fact they can't touch my shit. So there ain't even no drugs in there. Take my hair down.
Right.
What?
Right. She probably flip out.
What? This is racist.
The poor lady that stick her hand up there to touch it, gonna have a broken arm.
Hey, yo, I gotta go inside this office. I'm gonna holler at y'all. Have a great show, y'all.
Aye, man.
All right, peace.
Telling that man what to do with his goddamn show. But you was right, though. You know, he just be wanting attention.
Yeah.
That's going to bring more viewers now. You know, I'm canceling. Naomi, I'm so glad you
I'm a one-man band. I'm a one-man band. I don't know what, nigga.
But he
on the road with Man the Milkman is the dope shit. Let niggas cam up. Niggas get that shit off their chest.
Yeah, that should be funny, yo. Kid
That
Mary.
should be funny as hell. And speaking of Kid Mary, I wish he was in the chat, man. He need to come up because he be doing Kid Mary a little dirty though. I ain't gonna lie. You know, me and Kid Mary had our thing, our little back and forth.
Kid Mary.
He be fucking
Mike Martin though. Kid Mary and Mike Martin, man, they need their own show. Them two be going at it.
Yeah.
Going at it. I be like, what the hell? But it's 12:32, and I need to do the finishing touches on my suitcase and my other 2 bags because y'all know I got a whole side full of shoes. Okay, and I have to change my clothes like 3 times a day, so I have about 12 outfits and about 15 pairs of shoes. So I have to go make sure that I have all my makeup and all my good stuff so I can.
You said 15 pairs of shoes in the bag?
They flat. They, like sandals, stuff.
Yo, let me tell you something. She probably got like over.
Don't come.
I ain't gonna say nothing.
Why are you always trying to expose?
All I'm gonna say is storage area. Shoes, storage area. Shoes and storage area.
Women like shoes.
Even if they ain't wearing one time. I believe that.
I have an explanation for that. But my husband doesn't take me out.
That's a. You know what? Now that you said that, when your ass out of town, I'm gonna fucking record, or I'm gonna rip over all them fucking boxes of your shoes, and I'm gonna fucking put that shit on Instagram.
You're a hater. Make sure you show all
Really?
your hats. You got a lot of hats,
No, I threw a lot of them out. I only got like
but you had like 35 hats.
12 hats, maybe 12,
A lot of
15.
fucking hats. You only got one hat.
All right. You keep on trying. Watch your shoes.
Nigga, don't play yourself, okay? Nah, I don't care about them shoes. I got a monthly
Homegirl
membership.
got $100 pair of shoes.
I just
Over 100.
I just
A
ordered
few $100 pair of shoes. That
I just ordered 7 shoes for my
First of all, you have shoes that's close to $1,000 that you never even wore.
No, I do not. I only have one pair of very expensive shoes.
Whatever. 1,
And I
2,
wore
3,
them.
whatever.
You don't have to expose me like this. Like you're looking like a bully. Now you need to double my cash app. I want everything.
Get busy on Instagram while you going. I'm gonna be on some shit. Fuck it. What you gonna do, lady?
I remember. I hope you remember. Nah, you stuck for life. It's somebody dying. It's till death. There's a reason why they said till death. That's why I'm like, why they be mad when stuff go left? Because y'all said from till death do us.
I remember how you said you wanted to die when I kill you, and I remember. Hopefully, you remember how I wanted you to kill me. So we good.
I don't know what the fuck you talking about, but this got very dark.
The agreement.
I don't know what you're talking about. Wrong wife.
Nah, it was you.
This nigga said, nah, it was you. There's never been no conversations like that, sir. I don't know what you're talking about. No.
Oh yeah, it might have been with myself, but yeah, it's an agreement.
Get off. Good night. Thank you for coming up and ass fresh, and it could be any fresh. Like, you can ask Lady Fresh, you can ask 212 Fresh Breezy, I don't know what's going on. I don't know. That's your boy. But salute to the 16 people that are still rocking with me right now at 1:36 in the morning on the East Coast and 12:36 here in the Midwest. I really do appreciate you guys. I'm going to try not to have such a long time in between this and my next show. You guys threw out a couple of ideas of what you'd like to see with me and Breezy next, talking about marriage and some of the things that married people compromise on and deal with. And so that's definitely something we can talk about. It doesn't necessarily have to be personally for us, which we'll throw some of that in there, but just in general, what we deal with in marriages. And I feel like these are conversations we need to have. Actually, people, I don't see enough of us, people like us, talking about these things. Things that make a great marriage. Things that might hurt a marriage. The blended family. I feel like Fresh and I have a good stronghold on the blended family now. It took some time, but because the both of us are such family-oriented people, I'm not going to say it was easy, but I feel like we made it easy. Can't forget about the West Coast. Yes, Andre Obama. It is 10:36 on the West Coast. We'll actually be on the West Coast in November. My daughter has dreams of going to Hollywood. So we're going to actually be bringing her out to California for her 9th birthday. We'll be in the Los Angeles, Anaheim area. I'm going to take her so she can go see some things in Hollywood, do some tours, maybe see the Chinese theater, the Hollywood sign. She loves that stuff. So she's always wanted to go. So that's going to be her gift this year. So we are going to get a chance to get to the West Coast. So any of our West Coast supporters out there, yes, definitely, let's link up. You going away for 5 days. See you in You know what? He's feeling good, y'all. He's saucy. He done threatened the whole Uber driver today. He had to work today. And then his wife is leaving him to go on a little mini vacation, but that's all good. He's going to get a very nice anniversary trip. But yeah, I will definitely have some video. I'm going to try to go live from Mexico, show y'all some of the scenery and some of what I do on the travel agent side of my business. So if you have any questions, music. I can't stress that enough. I need music. If you want your questions answered on the next episode of Ask Fresh, feel free to send them to this email, thefreshperspective22@gmail.com. You can also reach me on IG. That is down below. You can follow Lady Fresh at @IAM_Lady Fresh on Instagram and on TikTok. So feel free to send me a message if you got some stuff you want me to answer. Or Fresh, you got some stuff you want him to answer. We can do that as well. Okay. Salute to everybody again that's in the chat. Make sure y'all tune in, like, share, subscribe. The Fresh Perspective. Like, share, subscribe. Karaoke and Food with Sweet Tea. Like, share, and subscribe to Behind the Bar 3.0. I'm loving that. That is showing elevation. We done went from 2.0 to 3.0. So, he's definitely moving in the right direction. Excellent show today. I can't wait to see another episode. And hopefully he does decide to keep up with On the Road with Maine the Milkman. Naomi, thank you again for stopping by. We definitely need to connect now that we kind of got some of that craziness of the summer out the way. I definitely still want to collaborate with you on a show, one on my channel and one on yours. There's Kid Mary. Salute to the GOAT. Thanks for popping in. We were just talking about you a little while ago. Appreciate you stopping by. Lotus Flower Bomb. That's my girl right there. She always hangs in there with me. Look at it. Look. He's sad because I'm leaving. He just want to be soaking up all my aura.
I'm just drunk.
You're just drunk. Yeah. That too. So shout out to everybody. I'm gonna play a little bit of music. I think I'm gonna play a little bit more music from True Rebel Migs. He is on Instagram. I love his music. He'll be coming to do an episode with the Fresh Perspective really soon. He is from New York as well. I really enjoy his music, so I'm gonna play that again before I log off. You have anything else you want to say?
Salute to everybody that came through. We appreciate y'all.
All right, you guys. Y'all have a good night. I'll probably see y'all maybe Tuesday or Wednesday next week. Look. Yeah, he already like I'm not even off and he already threatened me. See how you do? Anyway, y'all have a good night.
Yeah, baby. They call me Young Mo, she call me that. Man, slow and steady, brother, smoother than butter. I cut them, you won't find another audible huddle. They cuddle, undercover pillow, mumble to these bitches and how they won't pop my bubble. I water hover, shit, I'm a motherfucker. I fuck your mother and son your little brother just for nothing. That's how I'm coming. The game I smothered all in the stomach. I bet she love it. It's none I'm busting, I'm yellow busting. These rapping niggas should've wrapped my dick up. Ain't wanna kid him the way she spit him. Man, what a sick fuck, I need a sitter. Cause now he sit up bottle sipping with from nipple nibbler. I don't want this shit. I slapped it little jit and pack my shit and split. My baby mother a bitch, call social services when I dip. Man, fuck them kids, cause I got other biz. I bought another crib in my government, and you know she wanted to keep it 100. I stay giving her money, man, fuck it. He had a lesson. I shoot the shit, I say lesson. I show him a lesson, man, show me your left. You big-headed, put a medallion on it, prison pointed. I'm disappointed, I should've put it hollow tip pointed. Fucking annoying, you little dumb shit. No shit, you ain't even ointment slick. You ain't even COVID sick. Get your checkup, make an appointment. Think you getting bitches twisted, you rubbing. Many fucking times I gotta tell you, put a rubber on it. Know you disgruntled, you overduggen. You under budget, your buzz ain't buzzing. You throw a beast and say you buzzing. Your gun busting. You sitting me, you posting guns and catching pics. You fucking stupid, I show you shooting my jumper wet. You stutter step, I give you buckets. I'm 10 for the step, I'm gonna give you 100 to run for your money and tips. You lay a brick, I make a play on brick. I lit a shit, you spit. Don't die from growing fatherless. I could relate, shit, I was raised by this rap bitch. I show you better, so get ahead and don't get ahead of yourself. I wrestle for belt, I smash tables, ladders, and chairs. You sit on the shelf, you sit on the stoop. You really a fool, you screaming for help. You really a pussy, I seen it myself. You sparking this gas, I'm bad for your health. You little bastard, call me daddy, call me by my name and get your ass whipped. Go upstairs, niggas outside is all laughing. Can't see me